What up, everyone? It's time for one of my other Gameshow streams again. Uh, even though we had one yesterday, and this one, well, even though Game got did choose Murder She Wrote after the popular TV series from the back years ago, but I decided to change that with something else. But multi-role quiz will be made or will be used for occasional stream. No problem. So, yeah. What will happen today? Not much, actually. Not much. But I can say this: I finally finished off my longest love story that I have done this far. 3 hours and 5 to 6 minutes long, and that is a personal record. I will continue to do longer stories, but not as frequent as people often ask, or if people ask me to. I only do stories that might only be just 2 hours, but not for so frequent. Not like every week or something. I might only do that for maybe just once a month or so. And of course, that depends on what story is gonna be. It might also even be some no, some of those stories might even be as audio. Maybe. I just don't know. But right now, well, I ain't even planned out for the next story it's gonna be for 2 hours long. Since I'm currently just finish off my 3 hour love story, and I only do this type of stories on once again, but only once a month or so. But they will only be for around maybe just 2 hours or so. And but yeah, I just about to finished off my 3 hour story, and boy, that took me time. Took me almost a week or so to be finishing off. Even though originally it was just going to be 2 hours, but I was like, heck, why not do the 3 hour or something like that? And I did. And boy, it really took me time. And it took time to even finish off this um entire video. So that might take a while for, and I was about to save it on my flash drive, but nope, it didn't work. It was enough space. So, well, okay. I mean, that makes sense. Flash drives have unlimited space, and that makes sense. And we have our new friendly Mr. Glitch guy.
With a new and improved profile.
Tokyo, what? 2, 3 years?
Batteries not included. Yeah, I don't know why I never ended up changing it after so long. I guess I just got used to it, but I do like this one a lot better.
Yeah, in fact, much cooler though. Any of your brothers will show up?
Nope, they're both a little busy right now.
Hmm.
So looks like I'm going solo.
Well, that depends on how many others will show up. That is just who knows.
I thought this was gonna be a murder she wrote.
Yeah, but I decided to put that in the next time. I'm not doing this one too much since that one is much longer. Like, compared to this one, the Merchant Road, it's let's see, how many questions are paired from this? The other one is 118. That will be 128 questions apart. So this one is 246.
I've been told you on Discord. I was like, I kind of want to do murder she wrote, but
Well, we can still do it. I can only just change the name otherwise.
yeah, I guess it didn't send because technology. But I don't know. I mean, hopefully Malachite will show up, and then I'll finally get my ass kicked. Because guess who doesn't know anything about Murder She Wrote? I don't. I also chose it because I wanted Malachite to at least have something, you know?
Well, to be honest, I don't even know much about the show either, even despite been seeing it multiple times throughout the years. But and I mean, how much do you even I remember of the series? Well, not much.
Hold on, just in case he doesn't show up, I have the emergency second player.
Guys,
The dice?
well, I can just tell him that.
I'm gonna invite some people, actually. Hold on.
Well, Kobe don't have been seen him in a while now, and well, I don't know who else is going to join. I mean, Retro, if he does show up, he working, then he just don't stay around for long. I just told Malachi that we are doing the Emoji Road quiz.
Or I can search for people on this. Oh, that's find or start a con. But I'll invite him anyway.
Well, I mean, Emoji Road is an interesting TV series that was back in the days. I have seen it many times, but doing a quiz based on the series, it was a challenge, but it was a good though. But I just don't know if any others will show up eventually. But you know how things are. And I thought maybe we can do the Hangman afterwards. That well depends on how you guys are feeling for it.
Mm, yeah, we could probably do that. I'm feeling a little. I'm at least feeling not hungry like I was last time. So, I don't know. So, how long do you think it's gonna take until somebody else shows up?
I have no idea. Last time it was just maybe around 20 to 30 minutes or so. I really have no idea. It can be take a while for them
Yeah,
to even to show up. I mean, we hadn't even seen Stormy in a while. We hadn't have hated anyone on my streams in a while. Well, I mean, he's not in the well in the DM anymore, and even though he can just probably see in my doing his on the direct live on YouTube, but there is another thing about that. If he still has his problem with that, with his that so-called hackers of his Discord account, I don't know. I mean, is it if we were to reach out to him, knowing if his account there is still has been compromised still or not, then I just no have no idea. Even if there's
yeah,
some
that
times that
was.
yeah that was weird. But even though some of the like I know that at least Cody is online for some reason, and even Polarizer is online, but I don't know.
Not sure if he was online when I sent him the thing, but that might be the reason why he's online.
Yeah,
Who
and we had
knows,
actually,
though?
yeah. I mean, we hadn't even seen Crystal in a while.
I've heard a little from Crystal, but I think she might be busy with something. I don't know. I haven't called her in forever, I'll tell you that.
Well, I haven't talked to her in I think over a month or so, and we have listed this. We have this Mr. Millennium showed up.
Hmm. Gonna be honest, I was getting so used to the AI pictures, I thought you were gonna be another one.
Hmm.
Oh
I
well.
decided to show off a new one.
Oh
I
boy.
mentioned real quick, it's 50 degrees out where
Hold on
I
a
am.
minute.
It's
I
ridiculous.
need, I need to add it a
It's
little
usually
bit.
never 50.
Well, according to my mom, it's gonna be a bit colder next week. Again, around um, oh, around -2. That's gonna be
Jesus, that's
great,
cold.
dude. Considering that we have that cold only about a couple of weeks ago, uh, even before Christmas and even around Christmas, we had a bit cold. But yeah, I mean, I thought maybe I might just stay inside, stay in bed, hibernation. Uh, should be still continue waiting for some other people to show up or just simply start. I mean, it's up to you guys.
I mean,
Mm,
At
what
least
do
at
you
this
think, Malkite?
mission.
I mean, me and Game Guy have done head to heads in the past. I wouldn't mind if we started right now. And also, I should mention I play the game Among Us through Steam Games, and I'm subscribed to this YouTuber. His name's I am not Scruffy and all this, and he plays Valorant and a whole bunch of other games. And he was doing a giveaway, and I won one of Steam's Diamond games. I typed in a code, and it gave me a game called Roads Construction Sim.
Hmm. Ugh. So who's going to go first?
Mm.
We can
We
use
could
the
do.
20 to figure that out.
I was going to suggest we could do a higher low.
Well, this is high or low, technically. Alright, Malkite, call it high or low.
High.
Middle.
You know, it's high. Malkite goes first. It got a 13, if you're wondering.
Well,
I don't know if
for
that's a bad homage or not, because 13 is usually an unlucky number.
well, I hope you guys
Don't
are prepared
jinx.
for 100.
Don't jinx it, you coconut criticizer.
Am I
You
jinxing the
should.
fact that you're going to get bad luck, or jinxing the fact that you're going first? Because you
Well,
are going first. So,
that should come from you, Mr. Pineapple Criticizer.
whatever. I'm going second. That's what matters.
Well, I hope you're prepared for 118 questions.
I hope my D20 is ready for 54 migraines. I think it's 54. That sounds about right.
I almost didn't show up because you accidentally put the topic of cryptids as the title.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, I was
accidentally.
originally thought of doing cryptids, but nah. to do this instead. I mean, if I had done the long cryptid, that would have been 246 questions.
Just gonna say that I was the one that wanted to do this. So,
Anyways, number one. The TV show Murder Road was a program that was running on television, and what kind of genre did the show belong to? A. Crime drama, B. Police drama, C. Action drama, or D. Love drama.
can you swap me and Malachite so I don't get confused on who's going when?
Mm,
There we go.
um, if memory serves right, Murder She Wrote was a crime drama.
Final.
Yes.
Ding ding ding. It's actually a crime drama.
Now the question is, what should I make your name? Should I just go with Millennium? I'm just gonna go with Millennium.
Just call him
And
Golden or
I
something.
mean, Murder She Wrote could have been both a crime and police drama since she does get along with lots of actors who played cops and officers on the show.
True. Number two. The TV program Murder Road was originally broadcast on TV in what year? A. 1982, B. 1987, C. 1984, or D. 1988?
Well, first question. I already need this thing. It's gonna be a long day, right? Fall. Come on. Take a wild guess, but the first number I get is
1.
it's 2. It's gonna be one of those days.
Better than a one.
A final would be an A anyway.
A. Wrong, exactly. C. 1984. Number 3. When was the last broadcasting on the popular TV program Murder Road? A. 1995, B. 1996, C. 1998, or D. 1992?
1996. I know this. 96 final.
Correct. It is. Even if that was running on TV, though, but the name is not. When is it in? Those the TV tableaus or what they called, like showing a list of programs for that week in a magazine. It doesn't show. Well, it didn't show that the name Merge Road as a name in a magazine. It shows something else. Like I think I was thinking like Murder and Tales or songs or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, number 4 hard question. The popular TV program Murphy Road was broadcast on a TV network during this run. In which TV network was it? A. NBC, B. NBC, ABC, C. CBC, CBS, or D. Fox? I did pick TV stations that were in fact around the same time as this show started, even before it started and even after. So I
I'll
picked
go.
those shows, the networks.
I'll go on with B.
B, wrong,
Yeah.
exactly. C,
Wow.
CBC or CBS. Number 5. How long were each episode when it was aired on TV? A, 48 minutes. B, 52 minutes. C, 65 minutes, and or D, 38 minutes.
Um,
I mean, this also includes each episode had those commercial break between, which most shows have. But I don't think they would include the time of the
Well,
break. But
considering these days the show runs for an hour on TV, I'm gonna say 48 minutes final.
ding ding ding, exactly 48 minutes. Number 6. During its run on television, how many seasons was produced of the show Murder She Wrote? A. 14, B. 25, C. 12, or D. 18?
I'm gonna go with the most. B final.
B. Wrong exactly. C. 12.
Dang.
Number 7. How many episodes were produced of the popular TV show Murder She Wrote during its run? A. 298, B. 225, C. 248, or D. 264?
D final.
Ding ding ding, correct exactly to D. 246, 64.
264.
Though, even though they made this TV movie specials they made, I wonder if they that include as well as in like an episode or something. Uh, Oh, this much you had probably had known, but it's not your question. Number 8. The actress Angela Lansbury was executive producer of the TV show Murder Road, between which years and that she was from the show: A. 1991 to 1995, B. 1989 to 1993, C. 1992 to 1996, or D. 1990 to 1994.
I'm sorry, what? I don't know how I'm supposed to know this.
Would you like to call Sheriff Topper?
I'd like to call the D20. There's no way in hell
Well,
I'm not doing it without it. Alright. D final.
you said D. Ain't wrong exactly. C. 1992 to
Whoa, I
96.
gotta run. Everyone calm down. I knew it. Somehow I knew I was gonna get that wrong.
And I mean, it's not impossible for
Hmm.
even an actor of a show to literally be uh, writing an episodes for or being a producer of one of the episodes in a series. It's actually very common these days that some actors can do it. And in fact, even I did see that from a like Stargate franchise. Even some of the producers even showed up in an in episode and played as a character, and that is not either is very that this it's not even uncommon either. It happens, and especially when let's say one of the characters in Much Road, I think the first sheriff, when uh, when he was replaced by a new character, they usually, or if a character passes over, the actor passes away, they usually came up with some a good solution, like say they saying that the character had moved away and that's some other things, or they were in an accident. you know, if they had made Merge Road like a reboot or maybe restarted again with Angel Lansbury as main actor, oh, that would have been amazing. But unfortunately, it is not possible. She passed away not that long ago. She was around.
Back in October of 2022.
Yep, she was in her late 90s,
And
which
I
is
actually
impressive.
and I actually toasted her on the very day my mom told me with a sun-kissed mango.
Rob Freeman asked, "What if Apple Bloom sold Sweet Apple Acres to Phil to the Flame Brothers in secret?" Oh, um, well, first of all, if she did sell the farm, when she was still in school, it wouldn't have worked for many reasons.
Swedish.
One,
If we're gonna have People ask us questions about MLP. Why don't we do an MLP Q&A with friends someday?
Yeah, but Robert, it wouldn't have worked because the legal owner of the farm wasn't the Applejack or McIntosh. It was Granny Smith. Since she's the oldest, so even if Apple Bloom would sold them, it would have been illegal. It wouldn't have
And
even have
besides,
worked.
she's just a little filly. I doubt
Yeah,
she would have been
exactly.
that mean.
Yeah, she would even had known, like you say, she wouldn't have known what's the how the things even work. Like sign a paper, like a document. Oh, here we go. It doesn't even work that simple. But um, but since that farm had been in a family, and I really don't think she wouldn't do it, even if she would have been either blackmailed or something. But I just don't believe that she would. And even though the Flim Flam brothers don't even have any any purpose to have the harm, they don't even have any reason to buy the farm anymore because now they own Las Pegasus Resort. So they don't even have any need for a farm in the middle of nowhere.
And are more and are more schemiest than a hacker.
Yeah, and since Las Pegasus Resort is more profited than the farm itself, so I mean I don't think they would even do it unless they want to, unless they buy the farm, producing the cider and selling it at Las Pegasus for a bigger profit. But other than that, I don't think. But anyways, let's continue with the questions.
I wouldn't dare drink any of their cider, even if I was an old oak tree.
True. Number 9, trick question for you, Malachi, Millennium. Was there 4 TV special movies made of what she wrote? Yes or no?
Yes,
Did you need exactly yes? Number 10.
I've
Jessica
actually,
has.
I've actually, I've actually watched all four of them. The North by Northwest one was my favorite one. The one where she was on the train. That was my favorite.
Hmm.
Of course it was.
I
All
don't think
right,
I
what
have
am I
seen.
getting?
I don't think I have seen any of those though, but I'm not sure. Jessica hasn't always had the last name. What was her middle name before she got married? A. Johnson, B. McGill, C. Carter, or D. Morrison?
Can you please give me at least 1 point? A, final.
A. Wrong exactly. B. McGill.
Oh, jeez.
I have a feeling the instant you said that,
Number 11. Jessica was once married to a man named Frank, and he served once in the war. In which war was it he served in? A. Vietnam War, B. World War II, C. Korea War, or D. Bay of Pigs invasion.
um,
And yes, there is an actual fact of a location called Bay of Pigs. There is.
can you repeat the choices, please?
Vietnam, Vietnam War, World War II, Korea War, Bay of Pigs invasion.
I'm. I believe it was the Korean War.
Final.
Yep.
Ding ding ding, exactly correct. It's actually Korea War, which we were between 1950 and 53 actually. Even though in America the war is officially over, but in North Korea the war is still going on. They haven't even
But
declared officially over.
and logically, as, with you saying World War II, I don't think her husband would have been away for that long. In in Vietnam War, I, it was between those two. And considering Vietnam took place, I think maybe after the Korean War, I figured Korean War would have been at least the most closest to which her husband could have served.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
logically.
Yeah. Number 12. Jessica was from a small town called Cabot Cove, and the town was located in a U.S. state. And which state was it? A. Oregon, B. Washington, C. New Hampshire, or D. Maine?
You know what? I have a little bit of my home advantage. I'm going with C final.
Wrong, exactly. D. Maine.
Well, that's right. That's our neighbor right there. Neighboring
And
state, anyway.
yeah, and Cabot Cove is like a not like a big city. It's more like a small town middle of nowhere, kinda. I heard this theory that Queen Haven is the descendant of Cosiglo. Wow. Um, that would have been the first I ever actually seen that idea. And I don't know if you guys know this, but there is actually one unicorn. This did actually make appearance in the first episode of Telltales. That she looks like if she would have been uh, a zebra, but she isn't a unicorn. In fact, zebras do in fact still live in Equestria, and I don't believe they would not exclude those. I really hope that we'll be seeing some zebras in the new Telltale, but most of all, Spike of all. After all, they brought him back in G5, so why not in the Telltales? If they don't, well, they will lose a big fan of though. Okay, number 13. Before Jessica become a famous author of her mystery novels, she had another job, and what kind of what job was it? A. Secretary, B. Bank worker, C. Grocery worker, or D. English teacher?
Those two.
You. But having
Um,
Queen Haven as descendant of Cosiglo, I mean, I can see for one reason this year sharing the
well,
same coat colors, but who knows? It's possible, but I think it's a long shot. But it's always a possibility.
um, well,
Excuse me.
I remember in a couple of the episodes she did some teaching. I'm gonna go with the teacher.
Indeed incorrect. That's the D. English teacher. She was in fact retired when she started working as mystery novels. And she did eventually, when she moved to New York, she started working as a teacher again, but not as an English teacher. But the thing was the in how solve crimes or something like that. I think,
I
but I
think
don't
her.
know if she. But I
Go
don't know
ahead.
if she literally permanently moved to New York. Mm,
Nah, I think she was to stay in Cabot Cove, or just visit New
yeah,
York when she was probably needed. But I think her most in teaching the classes was her getting kids to experience what it's like to be a mystery writer and maybe you know you know write paragraphs on their crime, describe everything and all that stuff. I think she was actually like like a mystery story teacher or that kind
yeah,
of
that might be.
stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense because there is in fact a literature teacher position as well, so it would make sense.
Mm.
Anyways, number 14, trick question. Did Jessica and her husband Frank have any children of their own? Yes or no?
Yes.
Wrong, exactly no, they didn't.
I don't understand anymore.
Well, lucky perhaps. Number 15. Jessica has a middle name, and what is a middle name? A. Mary, B. Beatrice, C. Carla, or D. Victoria?
Oh, shoot. What was it? R- r- Say him again? Oh, goodness.
Mary, Beatrice, Carla, or Victoria?
I'm going to say B, final.
B. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. B. Beatrice.
I may have, in, in, in you know, Angela was a good friend of Beatrice Arthur, who was the Dorothy on Golden Girls, and
Hmm.
it's likely she could have, you know, she could have used that in tribute to a friend of hers as a memory,
It's possible.
if
Number
that's ever
six.
a theory.
Yeah, it is possible for that
Yeah.
though. Number
Mhm.
16. Hard question for you, game guy. How much did Angela Lansbury earn from making each episode of the show when she wrote? A. $58,000. B. $110,000. C. $300,000. Or D. $98,000.
B final?
Wrong, exactly. C. 300,000. Yeah, I don't even know if this was even correct though, because I did look up on the question on. Sometimes you can these days you see how much an actor earns from what part being part of the show. And I was just curious if there's any mention of there any source that could say how much he would earn from one of each for just one episode or nothing, and it says 300,000. I was like, per each episode, and that it would have been
Goodness.
well. I mean, if you okay, here's the thing: she was a main character. So if she did earn $300,000 and they made 264 episodes, but the fact is she was not present in all the episodes. In a few of the episodes, she was not even the main character. But still, but that depends on
Mm.
if you earned the same amount every single episode or for just some of them. I don't know. If it was only for certain season, the number could have increased or a bit lower to depend on well how much you're going for popularity or like that. I don't know. Number 17. In the episode the taxman comment or how you pronounce Jessica's old friend Edna Hayes was asked by her friend after IRS were pursuing her and later she was accused of murder. And who was she accused of killing? A. One of her employees. B. Her secretary. C. Her ex-husband. Or D. Her neighbor.
Is this me or Malachite?
Well, like I
Got it.
Oh, what was the episode?
the taxman comet or coming or something. It's just I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's something like that. Her friend was she owned a bakery, like a big company for baking.
Um, I believe she was accused of murdering her ex-husband, Final.
Ding ding ding, correct exactly. C. Her ex-husband. Number 18. In the episode The Witch Purse, a woman moved to Cabot Cove and she tried for tries for the role uh, of the woman that was accused of witchcraft in the town's past, and the town's judge fell victim for murder. And how was he killed? A. Shot to death. B. Pushed out a window. C. Poisoned. Or D. Stabbed to death.
I actually kind of hope I don't get this right. 17. I'll go in with D, final.
Wrong exactly. B. Pushed out the window.
Um,
I got my wish.
more likely, game guy. He was more likely pushed through a window at the top of a bell tower, like at a church or something.
Yeah, it was like that. If the G5 main six have pets, Izzy would have go for Okra, Misty would have Piranha, Sip would have a Falcon, Pip would have a cat, Sunny would have Bunny, Hitch would have a hyena. Ooh.
Doesn't Hitch already technically have Sparky as a pet?
No, Sparky is actually his adopted son.
It did say
Mm.
technically.
Yeah. And since like Spike was Twilight's adopted brother, younger brother, so um well, I could see Sip having a falcon as a pet, Sunny with a bunny, uh Pip have a cat. Yeah, that I can definitely see after
Also,
all.
technically, Zip and Pip already have Cloud Puff.
Well, true.
Kinda.
Yeah.
So,
And that and even though
you know.
and even some people actually comparing Pip as the new rarity. I mean, it's kind of the same personality, the same kind of way she is. I mean,
Mm.
so that makes sense. But Misty with a piranha, I would say that is an interesting idea. But personally, I would not want to have a piranha as a pet. Mm, but I would say maybe something more, not the more common animal, but I would say more exotic. Maybe or why not exotic cat like a lion or perhaps a jaguar or something.
Mm.
And is it for okra? You know, the killing whales? Mm, maybe,
No.
maybe, but I mean, since the lighthouse is near the ocean, possibly.
I
But
mean,
if you
could it
demonstrate
be?
an okra, maybe a oh, how about a parrot? Is it with a parrot? That would have been
Mm.
cool. I mean,
And you know what else would
she
be
had
cool?
the bubbly personality. What?
You know what else would be cool? If they're trying to make Pip the new rarity, wouldn't an angel kitten do better than a regular cat? Just to
Hmm,
touch up a bit.
probably. Anyways, number 19 for you, game, Malachite. Trick question. Does the sheriff Mort Metzger have a wife named Adele? Yes or no?
Side note, Adele is an amazing singer. Just saying. Well, not in the show. I mean, like, the actual Adele. That sings. It is an artist. It is a musician. And I love her.
The singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's had a good songs.
Yes,
But
final.
ding ding ding, correct exactly, yes. Even though she's never seen. She only mentioned throughout the entire show when he became the new sheriff, but we never seen her. Number 20. Jessica's late husband Frank used to serve in the U.S. Air Force, and what rank did he have while serving the Air Force? A. Lieutenant, B. Major, C. Colonel, or D. Captain?
Will I ever get an answer? Probably not. Give me something to work with. I hate this dice. I got a super A, which means I got a 1. It's gonna be one of those days. A final.
Wrong exactly, D, Captain.
I got the lowest number possible, furthest away from what I need to get a D. By the way.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone save me.
Number 21.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, Game Guy. Laura Segas hasn't been showing up lately.
I didn't know you viewed the Lord as Jesus Christ, mister. Are
Probably.
you the head of the new Lord? What is it? Religion?
Well,
I mean, unless you want to
I mean,
worship a snake demon.
yeah, I doubt Ward would be a new Hades.
Probably. He's probably
He'd be
he's probably
Kronos.
Hades' nephew.
No, he'd be Medusa. Come on, it's
Wow,
right
that
there.
makes
He's
sense.
literally a snake.
Good point. Good point. Anyways, number 21. In which
Ay, ay,
season
ay.
did Mort Massacre join the TV show Merge She Wrote? A. Season 5, B. Season 3, C. Season 6, or D. Season 4?
Um,
Ooh, do you think Lord Tarek and Trigon from Teen Titans is a good ship? Um, um, I mean, I did see him appear in the original
I hate
Teen
asking
Titans.
what choices.
A season 5, B season 3, C season 6, or D season 4?
I believe he appeared in season 5.
Ding ding ding, exactly. A season 5. Hmm. But the question of Tarek and Trigon, um, um, well, honestly though, I would have to say no on that one. I mean, if they're just simply bad guys, but it's just how they were first of all. I mean, we know that like Lord Trigon is from a different dimension, and that he's uh if it's a if it was I think he's either prince or king of the demons or something. He is very similar to as how people would describe him as the devil. But Tyrek and Trigon, personally, no. I don't see them as any good ship. It just I would see the shipping with them, but I would say maybe as something else, like more as uh, maybe rivals. Uh, I would say not this as friends, since Tyrek doesn't even care about a friendship at all. But I have to say either as rivals or maybe partner crimes or something like that. But something like that. But good as a shipping, unfortunately, no. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea. But some other people may think it's a good that they will might end up shipping. But I don't judge for other people what they want to ship or not. Of course, it's already other people's beliefs. Number 22 for Game Guy. What happened to the old sheriff of Cabot Cove before Mort Massacre became the new sheriff? A. He was transferred to a new city. B. He passed away. C. He retired from the service. Or D. He joined the FBI.
A final.
What?
A final.
A. Wrong exactly. C.
Ay.
He's
Even
probably
though
gonna stuff. He's probably gonna stuff his head in a pillow and scream.
probably Number 23. The former sheriff Amos Tupper wasn't originally from Cabot Cove. Where was he originally from before moving to Cabot Cove? A. Georgia. B. Kentucky. C. Washington. Or D. Texas.
Kentucky final.
Ding ding ding, correct answer. B. Kentucky. If Misty would have an exotic pet, I can see her having a Komodo dragon. Hmm, that would actually be cool. Um, unless for one thing, um, the only thing I can see that would be a little bit risky is that the Komodo dragons have its saliva, which is poisonous or
And I
at least slight venomous.
and
But I'm not that sure.
I instantly knew that when, because I remember an episode where Jessica said, it's been so long since Amos moved back into to Kentucky."
Yeah. Number 24. The former sheriff Amos Tupper has one sister, and what is her name? A. Martha. B. Jenny. C. Winnie. Or D. Alexis.
I'm just going to accept my fate and know that I'm going to fail this quiz terribly. Alright, guys, what number are you going to give me that'll make me not get this question right today? 10? I'm going with B final. Just say it. It's wrong, isn't
You go
it?
with B.
Yep.
B. Wrong exactly. C. Winnie.
I knew. Yeah, I accept my fate.
I remember that episode when Winnie actually arrived at Carrot Cove, and when Seth Hasley actually dropped hit her off at Amos's house. He goes, "Shoo."
Wait, what? She actually did show up?
Yeah, it was one episode. We'll take a break. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I can just as also take a break for. I just had to grab something to eat. I will be back in a moment.
Alright. And in case anyone is wondering what's happening right now, we are playing a game show stream where two or more people basically answer questions from a specific thing, topic, and whoever gets the most points at the end wins. And they get to choose the topic for the next game show stream. These happen every now and again. Usually they happen on Fridays, but today we're doing a double one actually. We did one yesterday, now we're doing one again today. And for some reason, I'm doing terrible. I would like to mention that we are 24 questions in, and I have yet to get an answer right. Malachite has 12. Or Millennium Cascades has 12 points. He hasn't gotten one wrong yet, by the way. Which is honestly kind of impressive, for being honest with you.
What?
I'm explaining to our audience what we are doing right now, because
Ah,
why not?
well,
I
at the
already did
moment there
it.
are 4 people that's watching actually.
I figured that
Um,
I'd just explain anyway.
yeah, that's just I mean, we are usually playing Super Millionaire after the stream is over, and I was just inspired to do my own. And I did when I first started doing mine. Um, I did actually make a playlist for where I upload each one afterwards, but 2 are no longer there. First one, actually no, there's only one that was removed, and that was about Mario games and all that kinds of things. Well, let's say it went downhill fast. After just halfway through that game, and just there was a lot of arguing and all that. So I thought, screw it, I'm just going to delete this afterwards. And I have done a few that's gone, well, would actually have been longer than usual. Like the first longest I've done was about cryptids. If people don't know what that is, about say Nessie, Bigfoot, or some of that animals or creatures that hadn't been recognized by science. That one had about 346 questions. I do, in fact, have, of course, a limit how many questions that's each there is, and in each winner, if it's a team or a single player, they will want well, they are the ones that pick the next topic of what we wanted to play next time. And of course, I have multiple quiz that's already been made, and I usually update the next one of same topic but different questions. So far, we have done all from MLP, Pokemon, uh, Gamma Bears, a Disney show, um, Star Trek. What else? Well, there are about movies, TV shows, and of course there are many more that has been. In fact, I actually have a list. Let's see here if I can find. Normally my questions are between 81 as my standard number of questions, and in fact, my friends and also like Malachite had he had been the host of a few of his own on my chat in my streams, and even Game Guy have been also have been one of some of his, and those were about backrooms. I have a list of other potentially future streams about Sonic characters, games like that, Kung Fu Panda, uh, uh, SCP Foundation. I have done that. I think it's one or two. Dragon Ball. Haven't even done that yet. Steven Universe, Adventure Times, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and Legend of Korra. I've done it twice. Toy Story, I haven't done that. Norse mythology, done that. Greek mythology, haven't done that yet. Lord of Rings, now that is something I can do. Kim Possible, quiz already made, but no. Scooby Doo, I have made one, but haven't even used it yet. Um, there are about Teenage Mutant Turtles, Transformers, Dino Riders, and another old cartoon from back from the 80s, I believe it was. But um, I have done one quiz that was based on Native American mythologies, but that one would only be one. I usually had to find a lot of information on different topics or questions based on when it comes to many different mythologies. Each Native American has their own unique version of their own beliefs, how the world was created, and their own gods and all that. And people were like, you can just simply look it online. Well, that's true, but it is not that sometimes that simple. It isn't. You may believe that you can simply find all the information you want for any potential questions based on Native American mythology, considering there are over 900 Native American tribes in the United States that are officially recognized by the government. And despite their information can't be found on like Wikipedia or Google search, but it's not sometimes it's not that simple or not that easy. Even on those that I find on Wikipedia, there were not much info. There were not so much that can be used. And you're like 900 questions, 900 tribes. What would you just use simple based on each one? Well, that's not that simple either. It isn't. I really had to say it's even though there are over 900 ones, even like not all of them have their mythology being recorded and something like that. Since back then, even before Europeans came to America, the Native Americans they actually only kept the stories oral traditions. They never wrote them down. So, and some of the Native American tribes' mythology can be almost at somewhere share some similarities in being. What I'm trying to say is some of the other tribes that live in the same region could have almost identical mythology, but some difference. And it wasn't that easy to find. So Norse mythology, now that wouldn't be that difficult. I mean, I am from the country where the Norse mythology was even based on. Who knows? Even my ancestors could have been Vikings, but I don't even know. But um, but anything is possible. I wrote a fanfic where Diamond Turner was sent to hell and King Sombra was the devil. Whoa, whoa. Okay. Um, if Diamond Turner ended up in hell, she would have done something so bad and ended up in that place. Oh boy. Um, but if I make stories of fanfic, I would even go so that far as in a story. Mm-mm. I mean, I'm not saying that this is something that people shouldn't. I mean, I have seen worse. In fact, the word is this cupcake with Pinkie Pie. Seeing that was I scared? Not really. Did I find it Did I find it interesting? Not really. Boring? Uh, not necessarily boring. It was just it really wasn't my as a saying as an old saying goes, not my cup of tea. But I do have seen other some terrifying and some other weird. In fact, there's like this club fiction. Some actually asked me some years ago if I would do the same stories of club fiction, but no, no. It's just I have listened to some of those stories and even read some, but it's not one of my type. Not the thing I would like to do is for my stories or videos. Try to keep my stories as PG-13 as most. But uh, but yeah, I can also say I used also earlier today. I finally finished off my longest story that I've done so far, 3 hours and 6 minutes long. I will do more stories, but not as 3 hours, but mostly around 2 hours. Some might be as audio, but I won't do them every week. It might just be one or twice a month or so like that. Maybe just only once a month or so. And what the next story is gonna be, I have no idea. As Fire Goddess, my girlfriend, told me I should tell her in advance before I even do that. And she just told me not to overdoing in my work. And boy, I don't tell you that was it took time. I mean, one time I made I think it was 16 audio stories. No, wait, actually about there was so total 16 stories, but only 14 was audio. And I made 14 audio stories in less than 2 days in a row. I am surprised that I didn't even lost my voice by then. I'm just saying. Um, In a fanfic, the thing Diamond Yara did that go to hell, but she killed a baby. Uh, ooh. Now that is a one topic I would never even use. Um, I'm not saying that people shouldn't do it, but they're of course up to them. I actually have seen this. Um, on Derpy Borough is a website that you can find pictures of other people make their own fan art. Um, I have seen shipping there over 200,000 shippings. Yeah, 200,000 shippings. And that is what I usually found my inspiration to do for with story. But someone like, so you're gonna do like 200,000 shippings based on all those? No, not at all. I would, for good reason for that. And the reason is why some of the shippings makes no sense at all. Some are really, well, I have to say, absolutely weird. Like, Twilight has only in one of those have been shipped with a book rarity with the rock tom around the top of the rock. Even some had shipped Scootaloo with Miss Shirley, or even Twilight with her own brother for some reason. I would never even go that far. Technically, I kind of have in the past, but not MLOP version. Someone asked me to do uh, Kion and Kiara, Simba's kids, as a love story. Normally, it would make no sense because they're siblings, but I made them as an ultimate universe where they weren't related. That, in a sense, could work. I also took a big risk when I made two stories. Um, Sakura with Apple Bloom as a love story. Of course, they weren't dating when she was still in school. She didn't start dating Sakura until she was in her, at least when she was around 20 years old. And same thing when I would met Peepsqueak with Luna. Same thing. She didn't dating Peepsqueak until he was in his 20s. People were like, how could you probably like doing that? If he's 20 years old and she's over 1,000 years old, that's a huge age difference. I mean, I'm about to say one other thing. What about Discord and Fluttershy? That is the same thing. Even though Fluttershy is already in her 20s and Discord is over 1,000 years old, it would have been the same thing. But as it is. And of course, when it comes to stories that I want to do, I had the final word in what stories I want to do. I have been asked in the past of doing stories that's from different franchise, which I had no problem with. I've done it before. I had done Pokemon stories, I had done Digimon stories, and even had done one with Violet Parr from The Incredibles with Wilbur Robinson from the Meet the Robinsons movie. And but yeah, I had done stories on different franchises before, and I will continue. But that depends on for which franchise that is. If for like a Dragon Ball franchise, well, I don't know much about the show. I had only seen just tiny bit of it. My Hero Academia for had been asked once before. That's not happening either because I have seen a show at least about 6 or 7 episodes, but no, it was just not my thing to be asked to do. And if someone else want to do a story about based on Attack of Titans, that's another thing. I hadn't even seen the show, and I'm not even going to. I've seen clips of the show on YouTube, and yeah, I didn't get the hang of it though. It was a bit confusing for most of it. So yeah, but I'm not saying I wouldn't do stories based on some anime. I mean, and look, Pokemon, Digimon, all that, they're anime. About that, a friend of our, a friend of mine, Cody Darkhawk, he did mention that he heard that Ash is gonna be in the new Pokemon Horizon, but as an adult. If that's true, I don't know. I tried to look it up on YouTube, but there was no things, and well, the topic didn't mention about it. If Misty and Hitch had a baby, what would they name it? Well, that's a good question. I don't know, honestly. But but the only thing I can say is potentially is something about magic, something magical themed name. It's possible. I mean, it's possible. Who knows? Um, are you guys still there? Malagai?
I am, but
Malachite.
I don't know if Malachite's back yet.
Oh, what would happen to Twilight if she eats 2,000 ghost peppers? First,
I can answer that for you. You know what will happen? Her stomach will implode on itself because it's so damn spicy
yeah.
that it can't handle it.
hmm
It's not a mental
And
image I want to have, but it's there.
yeah, and that also depends of if the pepper do in fact exist in a question. But 2,000 ghost peppers? Ooh,
It's a specific
yeah.
amount too, isn't it?
That'd probably be like a small hill or something. But considering at least, but since the that is a ghost pepper is a plant, so technically it wouldn't be much a problem for any of the pony characters to eat ghost peppers since they're plant
Malachite's
eaters.
back.
But uh, I still believe she might end up in hospital, seriously burning her stomach, which could be lethal. But unless if you use some form of spell that would make her safe, then eat the 2,000s without maybe failing a slight um, heartburn. But there is one thing that I know for certain though this Spike, Smolder, Amber, Garble, and the other dragons can definitely eat 2,000 or even 10,000 ghost peppers without having any problems. I believe that dragons can eat as much of the spicy food or spicy as without any serious consequences. I mean, they can jump in lava, so why not eat some spicy things? Think about it. So I mean, if they can eat gemstones, swim around in lava, and so I don't think there would be any difference that they can actually eat 2,000 or 10,000 or even a 1 million spicy gold peppers without having any serious. I don't think they even have a heartburn or anything,
Mhm.
something like that. But for Twilight though, yeah, she would definitely end up in hospital. Um, but I don't
And would
think.
probably need a few glasses of milk to get rid of the burn on her
Mhm.
tongue. Yeah,
But
I'm
here's
back.
the thing.
I was making
Yeah.
Kool-Aid and I had to make me lunch.
I'm saying this. But of all the main six, I don't think at least one of them, at least two of them, I know for sure. Rarity and Fluttershy would not even want to do that as a challenge. Rainbow, she might do it and an even challenge Rainbow, Applejack in that. I mean, we know those two can be challenged against each other for some dare or something like that, but Rainbow, Applejack might try to do that, and but Fluttershy and Rarity, I doubt it. I mean, what about Discord? I do think Discord might simply survive without any consequences, but unless he might feeling a bit how say, as the mask said when he swallowed that bomb, like that's a spicy meatball. So I may think Discord might survive, but a pony character, I would not say it. Even as Celestial Luna, yeah, I don't think so. But a dragon, no problem. I don't believe they. I do believe they can eat as much as spicy spoons, ghost peppers, or even North Carolina reapers, which is two of the strongest in the world. Anyway, should we continue?
Yeah, I believe we're at number 14. Um,
25.
well, or 25, yeah.
It's your turn.
Hmm.
Before Before Amos was the sheriff, he did something else. What was it? A. Office worker. B. Bus driver. C. Warehouse worker. Or D. Mailman.
Bus driver. I remember the episode Murder Takes the Bus. He told Jessica he used to be a bus driver, so I'm going to say bus driver.
Ding ding, correct. Exactly B. Number 12. Uh, the actress,
Elf.
the actress Angela, and man, I can't even speak today. Angela Lansbury were once nominated even Emmy Awards, and how many was she nominated? A. 9, B. 5, C. 12, or D. 8.
C final.
C.
Yep.
Ding, 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 exactly D. 12. Unlear gets a
But
point.
final fucking Lee.
Even though she was nominated 12, I don't think she even got any.
Yeah, by the way, you also said 12 for the question number, which I think kind of gave it away. So
No, I said 26.
that's where I heard 12.
Maybe it'll. I don't know if you remember.
No,
Number
I heard him
27.
say 26.
In the episode Murder Takes the Bus, Jessica almost travels on the bus to go to a convention. During the journey, they was forced to take refuge from a storm at the diner, and a passenger ended up being murdered. And how was he murdered? A. Stabbed to death. B. Shot to death. C. Strangled to death. Or D. Lethal hit to the head.
If I remember this right, the bus driver strangled him to death and then stabbed him with a screwdriver to cover it up. So I'm going to say he was strangled to death first.
The fact that you remember this in such amazing detail almost
You
kind of
said
scares me.
you said C. Ding ding ding. Factor C. Strangled to death. I'm at 28. The murderer in the episode Murder Takes the Bus used something to make the death look been stabbing. What kind of item did the murder use? A. Screwdriver. B. Pencil. C. Knife. Or D. High heel.
A
I think
final.
I'm a complete ass here.
Yep, you did. Good job.
Hey man, at least I get something. Thanks for the help, I guess. I'll just take
I will be
I'll just
completely
take my
honest with you. I
second
did not
point.
know you had that as a question. Okay, I swear.
Malachite, you have 14 points. I don't think you have to worry right now.
Unless I
You
give,
haven't gotten one wrong yet.
unless I remove some questions from points for him.
Would you
Thank you,
like
You
to
number
can't
kiss
do
the
one.
that.
Nick?
That's cheating.
Would you like to kiss the face of a quarter?
Anyways,
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
there were a number of episodes that Angela Lansbury did not appear, and how many episodes was it? A. 12, B. 8, C. 6, or D. 9.
in which she did not appear.
Hmm. If you were to put Starlight and Sweetie Belle as a couple, Twilight would have to use a spell to turn Starlight into Philly, or maybe if she used a spell on Sweetie Belle to turn her to the same age. But yep, I would have to say this. We don't even know that how did that work, but but don't we don't even know if that spell has a limit how long it will last, if it's permanent or just temporarily. I mean, unless that episode where CMC was literally turning to older young adults via some magical flower. Um, I would have to say I wouldn't put Starlight and Sweetie Belle as a couple, but
Unless
if
Sweetie Belle grew up to the age where she could.
yeah, exactly, or unless if
Like you did with
Starlight end
Apple
up
Bloom and
being
Zecora.
yeah, or if Sweetie Belle or if Starlight were hit by some spell or some magical item that made her turn back her age, the same age as Sweetie Belle, but she couldn't be transformed back to her actual age. That would mean that she would have to grow up a number of those years again. If that happened, then yes, I could see it as potentially, but I hadn't even been asked to do a love story between them. But I could see them as true friends in her actual age. But yeah, um, did you say? Have you answered the question yet?
No, because we're going off topic a bit and answering comments a bit. So, what were the choices?
12, 8, 6, or 9 episodes.
I'm gonna say 6.
Wrong exactly. The 9. Number 30.
Holy shit! It is possible for him to get it wrong.
Shut up!
I'm. Why are you taking that so seriously? That's a compliment.
Yeah, you were full lead already.
That streak was like the most incredible thing I've ever seen in my life.
Anyways, number 30. Jessica and her late husband Frank raised a boy named Grady that that was related to them. And how was he related to them? A. Nephew. B. Cousin. C. Brother. Or D. Grandson.
I'm not sorry. I apparently complimented you too well. All right. How am I gonna get this wrong today? Somebody tell me how I caught that D20. Got a 5. I'm gonna yell this D20 after this. A final.
A.
That's what it said.
Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. A. Nephew.
Thank goodness. At least I get something out of this.
Number 31. What was the title of the first book that Jessica wrote? A. Witch Dance at a Full Moon. B. The lawyer who went rogue. Or C. The corpse dance at the midnight. Or D. A vampire dance at moonlight.
What?
It's your turn, Malachi.
I know. I was asking of a repeat.
What was the title of the first book that Jessica wrote? A witch dance at the full moon, the lawyer who went rogue, the corpse dance at midnight, a vampire dance in the moonlight or in moonlight. Any idea?
The chorus at midnight.
Hmm?
The corpse danced at midnight.
It did. That's news to me.
C. Ding ding ding. Correct answer. C. Number 32. Hard question. In the episode Something Borrowed, Something Blue, Jessica's relative Grady was getting married with Donna Mayberry, and the housekeeper of Donna's dad was killed. And how was he killed? A. Strangled with a cable. B. Shot to death. C. Hit in the head. Or D. Stabbed with a meat thermometer. Sorry.
Thermometer?
Mm-hmm.
You mean
Jesus, those are all terrible ways to die.
Mm-hmm.
How fitting. C, final.
Wrong
Landed on
answer. D.
13.
It's D. Stabbed to death with a meat thermometer. That's a lie.
I swear I heard you say he, but it was actually a she.
Huh?
I swear I heard you say he instead of she.
Uh, Whoops. Yeah,
Um,
I said C, she, but that was he. Sorry about that. Okay,
Yeah.
number 33. The actress Angela Lansbury who played Jessica Fletcher was born in what year? A. 1928, B. 1929, C. 1925, or D. 1924.
You know what's amazing, Swish?
What?
I think I told you about the Archive of American Television, and I have actually watched them before. And if memory serves, because I watched their interview with Miss Lansbury, I believe she said she was born in 1925. Final.
Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. A. C. 1925. Number 34. When the actress Angela Lansbury passed away in the year 2022, how old was she when she passed away? A. 19 years old. B. 96 years old. C. 97 years old. Or D. 99 years old.
don't know how I feel about getting this question. 6. Alright. B, final.
Hmm?
B.
B. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. B.
I don't know how I feel about getting that right. Alright.
Number 35. Trick question. Were the housekeeper in Something Borrowed, Something Blue murdered because she used to work under a different name, and were she alleged um, and she were she alleged killed her husband for insurance? Yes or no?
Say that again? Only the question.
Hang on. Were the housekeeper in something borrowed, something someone blew, murdered cause she used to work under different name, and where she alleged killed her husband for insurance. Yes or no?
I I don't think she worked under a different last name or whatever. I think she worked for used to work
No, I mean the
for.
question was that she used to work under a name, and she was alleged to kill her husband for insurance.
mm, No.
Wrong answer. Yes.
The thing of it, the thing of it with you saying that question, it makes me feel like you're saying the housekeeper was the one that killed someone.
Oh, sorry. Might have to repeat word or at least say it how you read it.
That's why you were making me going between that, go ahead for that.
Makes sense.
Because the
What would happen?
housekeeper worked for a woman with undernamed Mrs. Parker, and Mr. Parker died under mysterious circumstances, and the wife vanished for some time soon. But Miss London,
Um,
who was
I
the
mean,
housekeeper, recognized her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
you shouldn't be too worried about it. You've got 16 points right now. You're 12 points ahead of me.
What would
I don't think I'm
happen if
winning this one.
what would happen if Kosuke won the battle of the season 9 finale? Um, well, there was actually season no. Well, she would have if she would have won and had remained as Alicorn. She might have just simply taken over Equestria, but considering that she was being allied with Tyrek and Chrysalis, that's difficult to know for sure. I mean, I don't think they would cooperate enough to work together to rule the country themselves. I think after they have won the battle against the main six, I think simply Chrysalis would have just gone back to the changing kingdom, taken over back again, and Tyrek, he probably just steal the magic from Ponus and to be extremely powerful again. I think they probably just would have been divided their. I think they might just simply divided in, Equestria in their own territories. Like one section will belong to Tyrek, one to Chrysalis, and one to Kosoglow, and make sure they don't bother each other so that they will maintain this alliance or this peace between them so they won't end up being fighting against each other. I believe that because I think I did that on kind of a fair video a few years ago. Anyways, number 46. Excuse me. In the episode Moving Violation, Sheriff Mort Metzer was charged for murder of a man who was a son of an important man. And how important was the man's father? A. Politician. B. Chief of police. C. Ambassador. Or D. CEO. And it's your game guy. It's your question.
C, final.
C. Ding ding ding. Correctly C. Ambassador. Oh, this one. Number 27. 37, sorry. Who was it that murdered Bradley Hellman in the episode Moving Violation? A hired hitman. B. Bradley's fiance. Or C. A rival to his father. Or D. A former ex girlfriend.
Hmm?
Is your question.
No.
Do I have to repeat?
Mm, yeah.
Who was it that murdered Bradley Hellman in the episode Moving Violation? A hired hitman. B. Bradley's fiancée. C. A rival to his father. Or D. A former girlfriend. Excuse me.
I'm gonna say the wife.
The fiancée. B.
Yeah.
Needing exactly B. The fiancée. Number 38. Before Jessica become an author, she had another work before she retired. How many years did you work had the job before retirement? A. 17 years. B. 23 years. C. 12 years. Or D. 10 years. And this game guy's question.
D final.
10 years?
Yeah.
Wrong exactly. A. 17 years.
All right.
Number 39. After Jessica was finished with her first book, someone sent it in to be published. And who was it that sent it in? A. Seth Hazlitt. B. Amos Tupper. C. Grady Fletcher. Or D. Mort Messer. Wow.
Mm,
Already done it for 1 hour and a half. Well, ooh. If Spike and Kozaglow had a baby, what would they name it? And would Twilight accept them as a couple in a family? Hmm. Well, if she was very serious, sincerely, that she had been reformed, and the others did accept that, could see that she really was reformed, officially, all that, and and didn't show any signs of, um, like betraying them or act. This was not just an act. Then yeah, I do believe that she would have accepted them as a couple and as a family. And as a baby, though, hmm, as their baby's name, ooh,
mm,
that's considering that the baby will be half dragon, half pony, and since the mother Kosuglo is a Pegasus and the father Spike is a dragon, so
Sparklo
Sparklo, something else. They might simply maybe
or
combine
Sparkle
something.
Glow or something like that.
No, that might
Spyclo?
work. Yeah, they might just simply combine something of both parents' heritage or their, um, something that will be unique, something like something of something a flame or something from the father's side, and something that would include something about flying, maybe from
Um,
since both flies, but yeah, something like that. I think.
I'm not sure if I particularly remember, but I'm just gonna guess with C.
C greedy, like greedy. Didn't exactly see.
Yeah.
Well, I
Wow.
say this, but also, yeah, when I say this, She, Jessica wasn't really first happy that her nephew sent the book in for being published. I don't think she was originally intended to have it published, but as it is. Number 40, hard question for you, game guy. The new sheriff Mort Metzer, that took over after Amos Tupper, he used to be in the police department in another city. And in which city was it? A. San Francisco. B. Los Angeles, or D. C. Dallas, or D. New York.
D final.
New York. Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. New York.
Wait.
Number 41. The actress Angela Lansbury were once nominated for 10 Golden Globes. She did win. And how many did she win? A. 8. B. 10. C. 7. D. 4.
Um, was what were the choices?
8, 10, 7, or 4. How many awards that she could have won? She was nominated 10, but only one certain number.
Four.
Ding ding ding, correct, actually 4. Man, you're lucky on this one. Number 42. In how many episodes did Amos Tupper appeared in the show Murder She Wrote? A. 25, B. 19, C. 32, or D. 22?
C final.
C. Ain't wrong, exactly B. 19.
Uh,
Number 43. The actor who played Seth Haslett passed away at age 83. And in what year did he pass away? A. 2008, B. 2013, C. 2012, or D. 2010?
Hmm?
It's your question. Do I have to repeat?
Only choices.
2008, 2013, 2012, or 2010?
Um, I'm gonna say 2012 final.
Ding ding ding, correctly C. 2012. Do you think the reason why Twilight scared the ladybugs and Quetzalcoatlus? I have no idea
Quesadillas.
what that. I have no idea what that is.
It's a food, a Mexican food.
Ah, makes sense. It's a cruel joke by Shining Armor. Um, um,
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
if she was very young, and if Shining Armor did pull a joke on her, scare her with a ladybug, saying that they're dangerous, that they will bite her if she doesn't behave or something like that, and it might be stuck with her, but until she later learned they were not the truth. And for this spicy food, uh, maybe she is a little bit afraid how to. I think maybe she isn't like really scared of that particular food. It's possible that she just simply had tried at one point in her life, and it was so spicy that either it burned her throat so badly for her, or it could have been having a bad for her stomach, like she had been using the restroom for like back and forward almost, or been sitting on the toilet for hours. Like, trust me, that's one thing you really don't want to experience. And I just say but it's possible that maybe that Shining Armor just simply scared Twilight when she was young about saying that ladybugs are dangerous. They will bite her if she doesn't behave or do something like that, good behavior. But he later might have later learned that that was false or wasn't true. And about the food, well, if it's a spicy food, and she might just have been at a young age before at some point that she ate it and had this serious burn in her throat that she was like, I mean, that's a common thing in reaction that when you're eating something so spicy, your throat is like on fire, and you immediately want to drink something to calm it down. So that might have been the reason why she may simply stay away from that type of food. But might be a possibility like that. But I don't know because I don't even remember if they mentioned that in the show. I mean, I haven't seen those early seasons in a few years. Well, anyways, number 44. Trick question: has Sheriff Mort Messer's wife been seen in the show? Yes or no? And it's Game Guy's question.
No.
Ding ding ding. Exactly. No.
You
Are you
said that
eating, Virgo?
earlier.
Yeah. I should probably stop doing that. But are you eating something? Since you kept your mouth yourself muted.
Nah. I just don't want any big background noises, you know,
Ah, that makes
interrupting
sense.
anything when Malachite answers, you know?
Ah. Anyways, number 45. Really, dude? Really?
Just having a little fun.
Pull your grown up pants on. Sometimes I wonder
What?
why. Sometimes I wonder why a friend of that complete knucklehead.
No, no, don't say that.
Anyways, the actor who played the character Almost Tupper passed away of age 83. In what year did he pass away? Um, A. 2005, B. 2010, C. 2002, or D. 2007?
2010, I believe. Final.
Ding ding ding, exactly 2010. Number 46, hard question for you, game guy. How many episodes did the character Seth Hazlitt appeared in Murder She Wrote during his run? A. 46, B. 39, C. 38, or D. 52?
19. All right. D final.
You said D. Ding ding ding. Exactly D. 2052 episodes.
Hooray.
Number 47 for you, Malachite. What is the name of the company that publishing Jessica's mystery novels? A. Coventry House Publishing. B. United House Publishing. C. American Home Publishing. D. Mystery House Publishing.
Um,
Oh, man, I'm tired. Oh, it's past 11 p.m. for me, but I'm not even that tired, but just long day.
oh,
What if Discord broke Twilight crown as a prank? Mm, I mean, I don't think that she would be. I don't think she would punish him or anything so severely.
Did you leave something running?
If he uses magic to restore the crown again to as
say
apology,
say the choices again.
um, Coventry House Publishing, United House Publishing, American Home Publishing, Mystery House Publishing.
I'm gonna say A final.
Excuse me. Mm, too much Pepsi there. A. Ding ding, exactly A. And you know what the funny is? There is actually a company by that name, and is actually what's I think it was started around this what was it 2010 or 2012, I believe. I think it was 2012 when they started doing publishing books based on the as it as a continue of what the show left off. I think. Um, but yeah, if Discord broke Twice Crown like in half, and I don't think that he will be punishing too severely. But if he uses magic to restore the crown again and apologize, being deeply remorse, um, she might simply punish him with some like not like severely, so maybe force him to I don't know, maybe kitchen service, something like that, like do the dishes for about buddy for a day or so, without magic, of course. Um, Number 48, hard question for you, game guy. How many ratings, the view ratings, did the TV show Murder Road had as its most during its running on TV? A, 18 million, B, 12 million, C, 34 million, or D, 25 million?
A final.
A, wrong, exactly D, 25 million.
Uh,
No, she wouldn't, Robert. Fluttershy is not that kind of pony to go hunting. No, sir.
That depends on what type of hunting. Like with a rifle or something like that, no. But if it was like, say, if there was a different type of hunting with, if it was like, say, a camera, like say, like a photo hunting that say who had to been well, or egg hunt, like for Easter. That one definitely would say that she would like otherwise, but actual hunting, no. She loved animals, so she wouldn't. I don't think any of her friends would even do that since they know that she wouldn't even like it much. Number 49 for you, Malachite. What is the lowest view ratings that the TV show Murder She Wrote had during its run? A. 10 million, B. 9 million, C. 14 million, or D. 15 million?
You were lagging and cutting out.
Ah, dang it. Again? But anyway, what is the lowest view ratings of the TV show Murder She Wrote had during its run? A. 10 million, B. 9 million, C. 14 million, or D. 15 million? Hmm. But yeah, I don't believe that Fletcher was doing any hunting. She is not the type of person that want to do it. After all, she loves animals. If she find out someone hunting her best friend or her pet angel, ooh, that
She
would have been
would
a
be
big.
pissed.
Hmm. I mean, she were kind of pissed off when back in season one, when they forced Fear face this dragon that was living outside counter that was smoking, um, make the smoke appear in the sky. How she thought her friends were being treated. She literally just walked up on and literally stared right in the dragon's face. And this dragon, it was a full-grown dragon. Normally, they wouldn't even be scared of a simple pony, but this one did. She kind of gave the stare look. What would happen? What would Harley Quinn and Joker do if they end up in Equestria? Hmm. What the funny is, there were actually a channel by the name Tucon that later had made several videos, something like that, where Joker somehow ended up in Equestria, including Batman, Superman, um, oh, even Godzilla. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
uh, well, if they end up in Equestria, they more likely would have been turned into ponies since. But as ponies, mm, I think he might just simply be doing what his previously done back in Gotham, like being a criminal. But I really hard to believe that he would try to make the same gas or liquid substance that he would use to make others that their skin white or that same laughter as he was. I don't think he can be able to do that since we don't even know if that Equestria lack the same ingredients for that. But I have to say they might just simply do crimes in Equestria, or maybe just realized the Pony Society are way different back in Equestria than the human world, so it's possible they either do a crime or they probably just settle down and retired and something like that. That was just what I believe. But what do you think is the lowest rating though? 10 million, 9 million, 14, or 15 million?
10.
Final?
This is a random guess. Yeah, I'm saying 10.
Wrong, exactly 9 million. B.
Mm,
Number 50, trick question for you, game guy. In the episode, who killed G.B. Fletcher? Jessica Fletcher was thought to be dead when a woman who looked like her was a fan of Jessica. Uh, uh, sorry about that. She was murdered because she was believed Mitchell had murdered Simon. Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly yes.
Oh, okay.
Number 51. In the episode Nan's Ghost, Jessica's trapped somewhere. Where was she trapped? A. Attic. B. Basement. C. Cave. Or D. Castle dungeon.
The dungeon final.
Ding ding ding, exactly D.
You
Number
even though
50.
even though they said it was the old, even though they said in the episode they said it was an old wing, but it kind of almost had a similar appearance to a dungeon.
Yeah, an old wing. It could be as a reference to different meaning back then, different places like that. I mean, old castle, old mansions can have a different old, even like hospitals. Some could say, "Oh, she is like in the east wing or north wing or south wing." That's another service a reference. Number 52, video game guy. Trick question. Were the episode Nance goes to a two-part episode? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, like yes. Do you think Fluttershy would eat meat or would she be vegan? No. I don't think they would eat meat. I mean, they eat eggs, all that. But the thing is, the apple family do have cows or is pigs. So if the ponies don't eat meat, why do they have the pigs for? I mean, unless they are omnivores, like eat both meat and vegetables, like we are. But but since they have this type of burger, but those burgers are similar to as a vegan burger, meaning plant based. So after all, they're called hay burgers. So I think that she might should simply be vegan. I mean, I believe most of the majority of the population are in fact just vegans. But it's like, can any vegan animal eat meat? In fact, yes. Like, look at chimpanzee. They eat both meat and vegetables, or plants, or even ants. But yeah, number 40. No, sorry, 53. In the episode Nan's Ghost, in which country were Jessica visiting at the time? A. Germany. B. United Kingdom. C. Ireland. Or D. Norway. Oof. It is your Malachite.
Hmm.
Yeah, wake me up when he's finished.
Um, Ireland?
Final?
Yeah.
Ding ding, correct, exactly. Z, Ireland. Even though a lot of those countries actually do have many castles, like Germany, I think is it Germany or is it Austria that has one castle that was supposed to stood for the model for Disney's castle. I think it's one of that. Number 50 for you, game guy. Hard question. How come that Jessica and her husband Frank raised Grady as their own child? A. His parents abandoned him. B. He ran away from home. C. His parents died in an accident. Or D. His parents vanished.
I'll go on with B. Final.
B. Ain't wrong exactly. C. His parents died in an accident.
Hmm.
Oh, this question though. If Godzilla ended up in an Equestria, Fluttershy would have him as a pet? Ooh.
No. No, she would not. Where would she even put him?
Well, she do in
She
fact
would
have
need
this.
she would need the mother of all houses in order to house that thing.
Well,
So would Chrysalis.
She do in fact have this animal sanctuary in the woods, not near her home, but a bit more farther distant
Godzilla could
away.
fit the entire space of the sanctuary.
Uh oh, you probably don't know this, but there is actually a shipping between Luna and Godzilla. But
Why?
Godzilla is as a pony shape, that he has somehow turned into pony, but still possess his atomic breath. I
What?
don't even know. To be honest though, someone I think it was Travis once he did ask me to do Godzilla with Catherine Halsey from Halo games. No, for one reason, he's a kaiju and she's a human, and she's about 5 feet tall or something like that, and he's like what? Um, I think he's
He,
between 600 or 800 feet tall. How the heck would you even guess, or how to even? He had to be standing on his shoulders or be in his hand the whole time if they had to
he's
been going somewhere.
he's approximately 1/3 of a skyscraper.
Exactly. So that would even make no sense. It wouldn't even worked out. But if Godzilla would have been a very peaceful, friendly, and maybe if he somehow could if there was a spell that somehow could make him smaller, maybe the same size as a bear, then yes, I do think that maybe Fluttershy could have him as a pet. If it was a spell that could shrink him to a smaller size, then yes. But in an actual size, no, I don't think that she would be able to do so. Because just for one thing, when he walks, just imagine standing just only a couple of feet away from him and standing next to when he walks, you won't be able to stand upright. The ground will shake so badly. But if he was the same size as a bear, like say as like a grizzly, between 12 or 13 feet tall, that might be a possibility. But otherwise, in his actual size, no, it wouldn't even work. But if he shrink them down by magic, then yes, that would work. And since Fluttershy do in fact have this bear named Harry in her home from time to time, so if Godzilla was the same size as him, then that would definitely work going inside. But as in his actual size, no, it will be difficult. And not only that, but he walks around, it will cause a lot of shaking the ground. And Ponies probably complained to her. Either she do something about it, or she had to send them away, far, far away. And I don't think she would. But if there was a spell that could shrink him down for some reason, then definitely would have done that. Number 55 for Mr. Malachite. In the episode Morning Among the. Okay, this is is a word I don't know how to even pronounce, but I will try.
Mysterious.
Yeah, exactly. Jessica was spending time spending with a man named Eugene McClendon, and when Jessica was visiting him, he asked her something. And what did he ask her? A to help him with a book. B to marry him. C helping with his will. Or D to help him with his relationship with his son.
B, if I remember
Correct
right.
is B. Is B. Number 56 for you, game guy. In the episode Southern Double Cross, Jessica went to another country after she discovered she may be the next in line inherit a valley. And in which country did she go to? A. Germany. B. Spain. C. Greece. Or D. Australia.
Good question. Let's find out. A final.
Wrong, exactly D. Australia. There
Okay.
is a fact. There is a constellation that looks like a cross that can be seen there, which is known as the Southern Cross. Number 57. In the episode, um, wait, well, in the Southern Double Cross, Jessica learned that a mining company wanted to the valley that she inherited, and Donald, who was murdered in the episode, how did he die? A. Strangled. B. Stabbed. C. Gunshot. Or D. Hit in the head. And this is my game guy's question.
It is.
No, wait, actually, it's Malachi. Sorry.
I was gonna say I just answered.
Um, hmm.
What would
I would
happen
have to.
if Starlight went back to what?
I would have to say strangled.
Final?
Yeah.
Wrong, exactly. B, C. Gunshot. And for
No,
Robert's question, what would happen to Starlight if she went back to her evil ways?
You got it right, right?
No.
no. Th- uh, if you if you're talking about the one where the lawyer was shot at the beginning, that is
I
that's
think it was
not
that.
how I would remember. That's not how I remembered that.
Again, I wouldn't worry if I were you. You have 25 points.
Hmm.
15 ahead of me.
As for Robert's question, what would happen if Starlight went back to evil ways? It's easy. Twilight the others would simply start talking to her. But I don't believe if she were, well, as she did
Maybe put her
that
in the
premiere
zone,
episode,
maybe. I don't know.
stealing stealing the cue marks, then yeah, she would definitely be sent to Tartarus. Well, that depends on how evil ways that she will go into. If it wasn't like that, if there's just simple, causing some smaller issues around the police, she just simply might have just maybe it's put behind bars for a little bit. but not, we don't even know they even have any actual prisons.
You
I mean,
wait a minute. Uh, Before you continue, go back to my question. Where did you say the choices were? I'm trying to remember that closely. Say that again. The choices.
strangled, stabbed, gunshot, or hit in the head.
Okay, I know I said A, and that's wrong. And you said um it was a gunshot, and you said
Mm-hmm.
that was gunshot. That's also
Yep.
wrong.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I try. Yeah, I decided to
Did you
look up
seriously
on that a little
check?
bit. He broke he broke his neck when he banged his head on a board in a fight with his father.
Huh. All
So
right then.
it would have been D. It would have been D.
Well, all right then.
Just letting you know.
Um, yeah, I know.
Mm.
Number 58 though. In the episode Dance Diabolic, a ballerina died during a live performance, and Jessica was there to watch it, and later revealed the murder weapon. And what kind of murder weapon was it? A. Knife. B. Rope. C. Poison on a prop skull. Or D. Gun.
I'm sorry. Can you say C again?
Poison on a prop skull, like a a fake skull.
That is way too specific. I'm going with C. Final.
Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. C. And those poison were actually
It wouldn't have been specific if Space had just said poison.
why did I even think of that? Oh, sometimes I am so stupid. Remind
I probably would have gone for
my
poison anyway, because
well,
it's different from everything else.
remind myself to hang myself afterwards.
No, 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 no.
Please
I am not
don't.
going. I am not doing that shit. I had nothing
um,
to do with this shit. I had nothing to do with this death.
mm, okay, number 59. Why was a ballerina murdered during the performance? A. Love triangle greed. B. Preventing reveal actors use drugs. C. Former lover couldn't let her go. Or D. Money problem.
B. Final.
Ding ding ding. Exactly B. Number 60. In the episode Murdered in the Afternoon, Jessica learns that a relative of hers, who was an actress, was murder suspect. And how is the woman related to Jessica? A. Sister. B. Cousin. C. Niece. Or D. Aunt.
That's going to require a dice roll. Land on 9. All right. B. Final.
B. Wrong, exactly C. Niece. Number 61 for Malachite, or Millennium Crackers, I, or Cascades, or how you pronounce that name.
Ritz or saltines.
Cheez-Its.
Yeah, if you say so, Mr. Saldines or Mr. Tuna Fish. Anyways,
I don't look like a
in the
tuna fish.
I like tuna, especially on pizza. Mm-mm-mm. So yummy.
Ew.
Okay, now you got me hungry.
Thank goodness
Oh,
I
how about
have
this?
food coming soon.
Oh, how about
I
this?
hope.
Pineapple with fish on a pizza. But if it was sushi, I would not eat that.
Only if it's
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
only
eat
if it was
sushi
deep
even if it was the
fried
last food on.
first.
I would even eat
If only
sushi if it was the
Lewis were
last food
here.
on Earth. Ugh. Anyways, number 61. In the episode Murder in the Afternoon, Jessica learned that the studio producer Joyce Holleran was killed, and she later turned out that it was her own husband. Larry, who killed her And why did he kill her? A. Money issue. B. Gambling addiction. C. His affair. Or D. Drug addiction.
C final.
Ding ding ding, correct, exactly. C. His affair. You know, I'm really surprised why they even call it affair in the first place. I mean, it's a little bit different though, but number 62. How did Larry killed his own wife, Joyce Halloran, in the episode Murder in the Afternoon? A. He strangled her. B. He drowned her. C. He shot her to death. Or D. He hit her in the head.
Well, those are options. Why? Why is D the most tame out of all of them? I don't understand. Just give me the damn dice.
When I came up
I
with this,
got a 16.
yeah, but
I'm
when I
going
came
with
up with
D.
this answers, I tried to come up with all common ways of being killed or some very unusual. And you sometimes even come up with some good ones. So I just put what come to my mind first.
I don't think drowning's a common way to kill somebody, but okay. Just saying.
I know.
All right, I'm going with D.
D ain't wrong exactly. C. He shot her in the head or shot her to death. So Robert said that what if you when Starlight went back to her evil ways like shoplifting? Well, if there was shoplifting, well that depends like what kind of
I don't
things.
think she did.
No, she never did that.
She was a cutie mark thief.
Yeah, but if it was like if she went evil and
Wouldn't that
doing
be
some
mark
shoplifting,
lifting?
mark lifting,
Yeah, mark lifting. It's like shoplifting, except you're lifting marks instead of,
true.
I don't know.
Yeah, but if she did turn her back to evil ways and she did steal some other things from the stores, well, that's different. But also depends on what she's been stealing. If it like go to uh, like a grocery store stealing food or candy, well, I don't think she will be get much punishment for that. Maybe just a warning for
Yeah,
the law
but
enforcement.
yeah,
But
but
if there's
God
yeah
bless Forsyth for discovering her secret.
yeah that, or if you went to I don't know, say a jewelry store or a clothing store or something like that, mm, that might be a bit more strict punishment. If you just go to let's say just like something like Walmart, something like that, just stealing some candy like that, maybe just one or two candy bars, something like that. Yeah, I don't think she would be get much punishment, so much that severe. Maybe just a warning or at first time, but if you could continue and if you go to different locations, then might be some weird. But it depends on what the if it wasn't for cutie mark stealing, and once again, but if there was something else like from the stores, if it was a candy, like a candy bar, I don't think she would get any punishment serially. Just like maybe just a warning. But I think the most severe that I can think of is community service. As the word as the most severe that I think that she would. Anyways, number 63. In the episode Tough Guys Don't Die, Jessica meets Harry McGraw, a private investigator. She helped him to investigate a case of Archie Miles would have been murdered, and how was his relationship with Archie? A. Private investigator partner. B. Cousin. C. Brother. Or D. Nephew. And this small like ask question.
Um, I'm gonna go with the detective one.
A. Didn't it incorrectly. A. Number 68, 64. The actor who played Harry McGraw passed away of age 69. And in what year did he pass away? A. 2005, B. 2008, C. 2001, or D. 2004?
Hold on, that's my answer. I gotta give Malachi that point. Sam Cascades has 28 points, which is ridiculously high. I'll go with B final.
You said
B.
B.
Yep.
Wrong, exactly. D. 2004. Number 65. How many episodes did Harry McCraw appear in the show Murphy Road? A. 8, B. 7, C. 6, D. 10.
Mm, choices again?
8, 7, 6, or 10.
B final?
B.
Yes.
Wrong, exactly. C. 6.
What?
Yep. At least I can think of was. If I was wrong, yeah, that's probably my fault. Number 66. In the episode The Skinny, according to Nick Culhane, a writer named Nick Culhane sends Jessica his latest manuscript. A company called Ogden Sheepmaster hired Jessica's friend Harry McCraw to hire to locate Nick and a person who has the manuscript. Why did they want it found? A. Nick wrote about Ogden's fake kidnapping. B. His gambling debts. C. Loan debts. Or D. Nick wrote about the company's shady business.
But one of these things just doesn't belong here. C is the least detailed, so I'm going with C final. I'm going with Roy's logic.
Loan debts? Like loans?
Yeah, I'm going with Roy's logic. I'm going with C.
Wrong, exactly. A. Nick wrote about Ogden's fake kidnapping.
Well, damn.
Number 67. What kind of business is Ogden Cheesemaster? Okay, I am just, that is how I'm trying to pronounce the name. It's just A. Newspaper, B. Brewery, C. Shipping company, or D. Cruise line company.
Ugh. No. Pizza with sardines and chocolate. No. Nope. Oh,
I'm
nope.
about to lose my
That's a
lunch.
nope.
Personally, I don't know about that since first I had
Robert,
never even.
Robert, read my lips. My Little Pony is not a Scooby Doo Where Are You knockoff.
But if there was pizza with,
Uh,
let's say, if it
if
was
only Louis were
pineapple
here.
with chocolate, that I will definitely see her doing. But sardines, I don't. If like I said earlier,
Or
I
apples
don't
and or apples and oranges.
that or something. But sardines, I don't think so. I mean, we had never seen any of the characters eating meat or anything. Well, when it comes to like others, like eggs, maybe, but other things like actual meat, no, I don't have never seen that
Speaking
I
of,
before.
mean,
I gotta check on something real
I
quick.
mean, I mean, we even see them eating cake a a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, what kind of business is this?
Um,
Newspaper, brewery, shipping company, or cruise line company?
what? Okay, I only heard you say three. And what was the question?
What kind of business is Ogden Schiffmesser? Cheesemesser. I'm
Cheese,
butchering the name.
cheese mector, cheese mesher, cheese
Yeah,
mesher.
yeah, that one.
I'm not sure if I remember this. C final.
Wrong, exactly. B brewery.
Hmm.
Number 68. Cabot calls Sheriff Mort Messer, Messer. I just call him Mort.
Metz Metzger.
Metzger has two deputies. One is named Andy Broom. And what's the name of the second deputy? A. Jason. B. Floyd. C. Michael. Or D. Trevor. And it's your question game, guy.
I'm gonna assume he got it right.
No.
No, he didn't get it right, or no, I'm right about you
No,
not getting it.
you
What?
didn't get a point for that one.
All right, what am I getting? What's Mike Watson?
Cabot Cove Sheriff Mort Metzger has two deputies. One is named Andy Broom. One is the other name of the second deputy. A. Jason. B. Floyd. C. Michael. D. Trevor.
Trevor Henderson. That works. That'd be awesome though. Hey, final.
A. Wrong second. B. Floyd. And for Robert's question about sardines, uh, I don't think I don't never actually tried sardines before.
I
At least
think
I've
I think Robert's mind needs a new electricity circuit.
dude. I do probably even say that because some people can take it very offensive if you saying like that.
I'm
Just
not saying.
saying.
I'm trying to say in a bad way.
Hmm.
So
I mean, to be fair, I mean just look at Scooby Doo and Shaggy when they eat them. Sometimes they can eat sandwiches which has ice cream, mustard, sardines, ham, all that, and just eat it. Normally, if
even the Scooby Doo games are messed up badly
um
because there was one sandwich that had lettuce, mayo, steak, and I think there was chicken on it, and the last ingredient was watermelon.
okay,
It
if
just sounds like Lewis to me.
that combination, I would never want to eat. But yeah, I'd rather eat my own shoe rather than that combination.
Yuck.
Anyways, number 69. How many episodes did the character Andy Broom appeared in the most she wrote? A. 19, B. 42, C. 25, or D. 16? Well, this might take a while until he answer.
E skipped the
Okay.
question. I'm kidding.
Dang it, I just
Ooh,
realized something.
what?
I have forgot to upload 2 chapters of Dark Noah's Revenge for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, last first was supposed to be in the January 5th. Simply, I must have been just too tired after even Christmas holiday. And the last one was just supposed to be yesterday, and I totally forgot about it. But yep, I will upload them later. Both of
Fair
them at the
enough.
same time. Ugh.
Anyway, I got myself a super D, so I'm going with D final.
Ugh. It's not even your question.
Oh. Well, that'll be
It's
my
not
answer
okay.
for the next question then.
All like I.
Wait, what number question was this?
How many episodes in the day it appeared? It was either 19, 42, 25, or 16.
I mean, what
He,
number question was this?
69.
Oh,
yeah, this is your question. That's my bad. 69. How many questions are in this quiz again?
118.
118. All right. That's not so bad.
And we passed midnight over here. Yay.
We did it. It's only 6 here.
Wake me up when he's finished.
If you're that tired, then we don't have to do. We don't have to do
19,
millionaire.
42, 25, 16. Again. This is
I'm
the third
gonna.
time I mentioned.
I'm just
What?
gonna say 25.
Correct. It's 25.
Awesome.
Okay. Number 70. Jessica went to college in another state to study about journalism. And in which state did she go to college? A. Utah. B. Arizona. C. New Hampshire. Or D. Georgia.
I would continue with D because I accidentally answered D, but I want to do home field advantage and go with C. So I'm going to go
C.
with C final.
Ding 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 ding. Exactly C. New Hampshire.
The best state, obviously. Because I live in
Uh,
it. I'm
I have
kidding.
to say, Alaska's the best state.
I was going to say
I know
earlier,
you.
by the way, if you're too tired, we don't have to do Hey Man after this. You know?
I'm not even that tired at all. I can last for a few hours, or maybe to the early next morning. Number 71, the hard question for you, Malachi. In the episode Family Secrets, an old student of Jessica came back to Cabot Cove with news that he was going to write a book about the family scandal, and the matriarch of the family and the scandal was about offered amount of money for him to not make the book. And how much did she offer him? A. 50,000, B. 80,000, C 100,000 or D 60,000?
100K.
Ding ding ding, exactly correct. It was 100,000. That episode, I did actually see it at least probably 4 or 5 times, and it's probably more interesting than the others than they were. Did you know there was a horror version of Fluttershy called Butcher Shy? Yeah. I seen that one, and it's a bit different from the other characters. Like Applejack is literally ended up choking on after eating, I think it was over 20 plus apples, and Rainbow Dash was quote unquote considered dead with half her head sliced in half, and there was some brought back to life by Twilight and Spike. And Pinky was, let's say she is not the type that she is in the original series, but she more like a, um, not this hyper cherry personality. Is more like a, well, she is, um, how to say, she works as, what was it, prostitute? I think it was like that, or something, or a stripper. It's just, when I saw that one, it was, well, weird, and I did not like it. But having Fluttershy as complete
The-
opposite personality as a complete psychopath, like don't go into my shed, and yeah, that one was, in my opinion,
No.
not even, it was not even good at all. I mean, I wasn't even scared of it. I was like, I mean, I've seen worse. Be honest, I've seen worse.
I mean, you want to talk about Fluttershy going mad? Look at Pinky going mad in Cupcakes.
I've seen that one, but honestly, though, that didn't even scare me at all. And I don't, honestly, if I had to say 1 to 10 of scared, messed up, definitely 10. Scary, 0. Would I see it again? Nope, not at all, because it was just not even my thing to watch. It just not. It wasn't even disturbing or scary, or it just was simply weird. But I have seen a lot worse than that. Believe me, I've seen a lot of messed up horror movies over the years, and even one of those called Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Seen one, and it's and that movie franchise actually has a cult status, meaning it's a has a cult followers like many others, like say Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, of those. But that particular Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, I have to say, only one of them. When I watched it, I was like, they're supposed to be in a horror movie? Huh, that seems better. This is a complete, and this is slasher. Oh yeah, right. It was so. I mean, it was complete trash. And this one was from 2003 version. Even though they have made a number of those over the years, and the last one was back 2022. And even would I go see back to any of those? No. And in fact, one of the last Jason movies, Jason X, I seen it once, but never again because that movie was bottom worst, absolute the worst. And I cannot say anything about the Terror on Nice Elm Street like by Freddy Krueger. I can't say anything about it since I hadn't seen none of those movies, and I definitely wouldn't. I seen have I seen Exorcist? No. Would I? No. Why? Boring. Um, What else? There are a few more that I have seen over the years, and like House of Doom. Play the game. Watch this movie. Yes. Once. Again. Nope. Why? Boring. There are many more of those I has even seen. Flatliners. They made. First one. Uh, good. Decent. Horrifying. Not all. I was like what 9 or 10 years old, and I wasn't even scared. And I have seen so many horror movies over the years, and I have to say, for those movies that have been made for the past 10 to 20 years, between 10 to 15 years, are absolutely not good at all. I have seen Final Destination franchise. Is two of those movies. Were they good? Not really. After the second one, I hadn't even want to see the rest of those movies. Poltergeist. The first one, was I scared? No. Was it good? Well, it was at least good enough, but the sequels? No. The reboot? No. Am I gonna watch that? No. Uh, Paranormal Activity. Seen them? One. First one? See it again? Nope. Reason? Uh, wasn't even bad that good. Was I scared? Well, it did
The
jump up
reason they're
once.
invisible, they don't exist like ghosts.
No. And in the last scene of the first movie of Paranormal Activity, I did jump. That was when the daughter snapped father's neck when he was on the couch, like lifted. I mean, House of Wax is another horror movie. Seen it, but I wasn't even scared. Okay, there is one slasher movie which I haven't seen. This isn't. This one is not even that of those bigger movies. This one is a low budget movie. Thanksgiving with a turkey as the actual killer. No joke. They made an actual turkey as a killer, and they made a sequel, Thanksgiving Free, not two, free for some reason. I don't know why, and I don't care because I don't haven't seen none of those movies. And another movie that was just a very classical, Nights Before Christmas with Jack Skeleton. Have I seen that one? No, I haven't. Would I? Definitely. And about Disney's live action movies, how many I've seen? One. I see the other ones? Absolutely not. Reason? Trash. Absolute trash. Even my own older sister doesn't like any of the late remakes. Honestly. And okay, how about this ones? Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Horror, Blood and Honey, a slasher movie from England. Saw that? Well, clips from it? Would I actually see the movie? No. Why? Well, I didn't sleep well for a couple of days afterwards, but yeah. And they are in fact planning for a sequel, which is the development right now, and they're even planning, well, is the hoping they will have Peter Pan as a horror movie. They even are planning for a horror slasher movie based on Bambi. Yeah, and even hoping to get the rights to make some horror slasher movie based on Teletubbies. Which, honestly, yeah, no. I mean, there is one a mini series that I did watch some years ago, and in fact, you can see it on YouTube now. And the video is about 4 hours long, called Rose Red, which is about a living, breathing mansion. Literally has its own conscience, based on the Stephen King book. Seen that one at least a handful of times. The first time I saw it, I was pretty scared, but back then I was like, what, 8, 10 years old? Even back then, I wasn't even scared for the most part. I remember the Mummy from the 90s, um, but emo pep as the Mummy. I remember when the chubby guy had this scarabée crawl inside his foot all the way up to his brain. That scene was the only part in the movie that scared me. But otherwise, it requires a lot of movies. And for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I fast forward the whole movie in hoping to have any scene that's gonna be any form of, horrifying. But was it? No. I might not even want to watch any of the rest of the like Friday 13 movies or um oh, how can I forget? Halloween with Michael Myers. I hadn't even seen none of those. Not even the old ones or the reboot. Not for a reason I never want to. I just don't like them. And they finally managed to kill Michael Myers in the last movie. And the only of those movies that I've seen back in the 90s, which I still love, the very first Jurassic Park. But the other ones they made later ones with the Jurassic World, don't even make me start those movies. Seen it once, never again. There were some talks about they want to make another trilogy based on the same continuous from that one, but it's just up to debating on that part. But yeah, they have made so many horrifying movies. Um, in murder mysteries, the killer always is shy one. Well, anyways, let's continue this. Number 72 for you, game guy. Or no, yeah, exactly. Randall Sloan was murdered after he had learned that the truth of the family scandal. And how was he murdered by Janet Weymouth? A. Stabbed. B. Poisoned. C. Blunt force trauma. Or D. Gunshot?
Game guy, this is yours.
Hmm? Alright.
Do I have to repeat?
Oh, you're fine. A final.
Wrong, exactly. C. Blunt force trauma to the head.
Gotcha.
Number
Let's go with a
73 for you,
solid
Malachi.
object.
Yeah. I think it was like a paperweight or something. In the episode Tainted Lady, Yiska learns that her friend Ellen Wicker being accused of poisoning her customers at her local diner and later accused of murder a man, Ross Corman, with poison. What kind of poison was it? A. Cyanide. B. Arsenic. B. C. Rat poison. Or D. Antifreeze. Antifreeze.
I'll say A.
Wrong exactly. B. Arsenic.
Damn.
Number 74 for you, game guy. Ellen Wicker was even harassed by one of town's men. And who was it that he was harassing her? A. Local doctor. B. Sheriff. C. Store owner. Or B. Or D. Bank owner.
A final.
Wrong exactly. B. Sheriff. Which
Alright.
eventually He was, well, I don't know what happened. Number 75. Ross Corman was murdered by his own wife, and her motive was that she was tired to struggling at work while he was spending their money on other women. And how did she kill her husband? A. Gun, a gunshot. B. Stabbed. C. Poisoned. Or D. Hit on the head.
I'll say D.
Ain't wrong, exactly. C. Poison. Number 76. Trick question. Were Ellen Wicker accused of murdering her late ex-husband but was found innocent? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding, exactly, yes.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Oh, I have my 13th point.
Number Number 77. How many episodes did Angela Lansbury appear in the show Mercy Road? A. 264, B. 212, C. 228, or D. 218? It is your Malachite. Do you think
Um,
Starlight and Twilight would be a good couple? Yep, without a doubt, it would.
um, I would have to say the most.
A. Ding ding ding, correct exactly. A. Number 78. Trick question. Oh, sorry, not trick question. What happened to the sheriff in Tainted Lady? A. He was demoted. B. He was transferred to a new city. C. He was fired. Or D. He remained as sheriff.
B final.
What?
B.
B. Wrong, exactly. C. He was fired.
Got it.
I can s- I can see Starlight eating pizza with sardines and chocolate on when she was pregnant. Jonas though, it's nothing like unlike that would happen. I mean, I
Right?
know for a fact some actually have
Eh.
eating ice cream and pickles. In fact, here's the thing: when my mom, when she was expecting me and my sister, she literally had craving to have strawberry jam to almost anything, like I don't know, soup, uh, spaghetti, lasagna, maybe. I don't even know what she ate, but she literally had that almost anything she ate. And honestly, though, I can't say this, but some people actually craving for maybe something else, like I don't know, carrots, or it could be almost anything. It could be like let's say if game guy and if he was married and they're expected their first child, and his wife like I gravy for pancakes, like really can't just want to have pancakes for almost like as for breakfast, dinner, lunch, all that repeatedly with something else on top of it, like say I want, or if she would want, I want to have turkey with chocolate sauce on it, like Elf from Elf series. I'd be like, really? I would have been weirded out by that. But yeah, but people when women are pregnant, yeah, they will definitely have many different cravings for food, drinking, stuff like that. Just when it comes to all of us, when eventually when we are married or engaged or just simply dating or someone and they're expecting a first child, just up in the warning, they the lady will have some cravings for something that might be shocking or just common things. Depends what it is. It's you never know exactly what's gonna happen, what she wants. I'd be surprised if I got this one to have ice cream for dinner or even breakfast. Like you can't just live on that all the time. You just simply can't. I mean, what about Oreo cookie as ice cream? All I can say is no. I don't even eat that myself. I mean, not even Oreos. Tried it once, but not again. I just don't like it. That's it. Number 79. For you, Mr. Malachite, what kind of job did Laura Corman when she murdered her own husband? A. Office worker. B. Grocery worker. C. Nurse. Or D. Farmer.
Um, a final.
Wrong, exactly. C. Nurse.
Mm.
Number 80. Any episode, Family Doctor. Oh, this one is one of my favorites in this series. Jessica's good friend Dr. Seth was taken along with Jessica to a mansion that belongs to a crime family after the mob boss had been injured. And how was he injured? A. Stabbed. B. Gunshot. C. Poisoned. Or D. Hit on the head. And this is a game gas question.
Uh, a final.
Wrong, exactly. B. Gunshot.
Okay.
But he survived. He did survive. Number 81. Hard question for you, Malachi. In a family doctor has the crime family has two sons, and the family sons had to argue with the eldest, Michael, who had been chosen as a new head of the crime family, and he told his younger brother Salvatore, and Michael said a quote. And what did he said to his brother? A. I am the new head of this family. B. You will listen to me. I am the new head of our family. C. You still don't get it. I'm Pop. What I say goes. Or D. I'm giving orders in our family now.
Oh, all those are possible.
Mm-hmm.
D.
You said D. Ain't wrong. Exactly. C. You still don't get it. I'm Pop. What I say goes. It's actually a good line though, and the movie, not movie, but that episode is one of my favorites. Number 82 for you, game guy. In the Family Doctor, the old mob boss didn't die from his injury, but he was killed by someone or by an overdose by medicine that Seth had kept in his bag. And who killed the old mob boss? A. His eldest son. B. His youngest son. C. His daughter-in-law. Or D. His wife.
What is that? 12? All right. C final.
You said C. Ain't wrong. Exactly. D. His wife. And
All
the reason,
right.
yeah, and the reasons why the old mob boss and his wife are moving back to Italy, and she wouldn't have been around when her first grandchild would be born. So that is number 83. Trick question: has Jessica Fletcher helped Scotland Yard with some murder cases? Yes or no? And it's Malachi's question.
Yes.
Ding ding ding. Exactly yes. Oh, this one. Number 84. In the episode Incident in Lot 7, Jessica was informed one of her mystery books was going to be a film, and she was invited to the studio when a man named Daryl Hayward was murdered, and he was found dead in a famous movie set. And which was it? A. Haunted mansion set. B. Psycho house set. C. Haunted hospital set. Or D. Haunted basement set.
A final.
Eh,
This
wrong,
fitting.
exactly. B. Psycho house set.
Okay.
I actually haven't seen the original um, Psycho, but I had actually seen a remake of those. Oh, mention about the earlier horror movies. There is one that I had seen, Haunted House on a Hill. That one was a remake of from one that was from the 1950s. The remake, well, that one did give me some nightmares for a while. I did see the sequel of that one, but the first one was really good. That gave me really good nightmares for a while. For a while though, seen the original movie, but it wasn't really that scary as the remakes. If Twilight and Starlight got married and Starlight was pregnant, how Twilight handled Starlight's green for pizza with sardines, chocolate, and other cravings? Ooh, well,
Um.
that might be some struggling. Depends on like if little if Starlight
This
wants
doesn't
that at middle of the
more
night
like he's
when most stores are
fantasizing than
closed,
this.
unless unless she actually used her magic to create something like
Hmm.
that or something. But otherwise, it'd be a challenge for her. That and also depend on how many babies that Starlight is expecting. If it's one, two, or even more. Boy, boy, that's that's yeah, that's one thing you probably don't want to do. uh, Number 85 for you, Malachite. How were Daryl Hayward murdered the episode Incident Lot 7? Gunshot? A. Gunshot. B. Blunt force trauma. C. Stabbed. Or D. Strangled with a rope.
B.
Ding ding ding. Correct, exactly. B. Number 86 for you, Malachite. Sorry, game guy. Jessica had encountered a man named Michael Haggart. Well, Haggart, sorry. Haggart. Okay, I don't even know how to even pronounce that name, so
Haggerty.
I'll just Haggerty. And he was serving an agency. And which agency is it? A. FBI. C. B. Interpol. C. MI6. Or D. Secret Service.
D final.
D.
Yep.
Wrong, exactly. C. MI6, which is British version of FBI.
Uh.
Number 87. Jessica's book was published by a man named Preston Giles, and they had a short relationship, and he later got framed for a crime he didn't do, and he had to spend a number of years in prison. And how many years? A. 15 years, B. 12 years, C. 8 years, or D. 25 years.
15.
15. Ding ding ding, exactly 15. Number 88. In the episode Jessica Behind Bars, Jessica was doing public service at a prison when she became a hostage in a riot. Two women was murdered, one was stabbed, and the second was murdered by something else. And what was it? A. Strangled. B. Overdosed by morphine. Or C. Blunt force trauma. Or D. Hanged.
B final.
Ding ding ding, exactly. B. Overdose.
Hooray.
It's You can really die from overdose of morphine, even some people like that. How can you do that? It's just painkillers, but you can.
Group effort. Hooray.
Anything you can kill from
Christ.
overdose. Number 89, trick question. One of the women that was murdered in a prison was a doctor, and she did kill herself. Yes or no?
Yes.
Ding ding ding. Correct. Exactly. Yes. Number 90. Hard question. What was the motive for the murderers in Jessica behind bars to start killing? A. To get more prisoners. B. Selling medical supplies. C. Gambling issues. D. Being blackmailed.
D final.
D. Ain't wrong exactly. B. Selling medical supplies.
Uh,
Number 91. In a skinny, according to Nick Culhane, the character Nick Culhane hasn't always been a writer. He was something else. And what was his previous work? A. Office worker. B. Police officer. C. Construction worker. Or D. Gas station worker.
Mm. C final.
Ain't wrong exactly. B. Police officer. I
I
think at least
figured
that
it
there
was one of
was.
the two.
Yeah. 92. Yes, later Jessica got a second home in a bigger city. In which city was it? A. San Francisco. B. Houston. C. Seattle. Or D. New York. And this is actually Game Guy's question.
A final.
A. San Francisco. And wrong exactly. D. New York.
Mm-hmm.
Number 93. In the episode Unauthorized Obituary, a writer named Jane Dawson is found murdered in her own home in a bathtub, and Jessica helps the police to find who did it. And how was she killed? And who was the how was she killed? A. Blunt force trauma. B. Gunshot. C. Strangled. Or D. Electrocution.
Electrocuted.
Yeah, electrocuted. Yeah, sometimes some words I can't even pronounce well enough. Electrocuted in a bathtub.
I will say electrocuted.
Ding, 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 correct, exactly. And it was actually a smaller portable TV. Those small square ones from back in the 80s.
Oh wait, were you talking about the episode Sticks and Stones?
No, unauthorized operatory that was a Jason Dawson was a writer. She was found dead in her bathtub, and how she was murdered.
Hmm.
Number 94. The writer Jane Dawson was murdered by her husband Steve Lochner, and what was his motive to kill her? A. He was tired of her. B. She left nothing to her in her to her husband in her will. C. He learned that she had found out about his cheating. Or D. She was given all her money to charity.
Is this me or is this Malachite?
Yours.
Alright. Or Belinda.
Hey, honey, come here, please.
Alright, C final.
And no, exactly. B. She left nothing to her husband.
Got it.
Number 95. Trick question.
BRB.
Yes. All right. Do you think Starlight and Twilight would have a problematic marriage or a peaceful marriage, and if Starlight was pregnant, would she have a boy or a girl? Uh, you know, I don't think that would have a problematic since they have no problems being as a friends. But boy or girl, hard to tell. I would say maybe a girl, but I may have to say they might have had some argues while Starlight is pregnant. One reason: mood swings. Age was a little common thing that women when they're pregnant usually have a lot of mood swings, and that can be sometimes a bit problem. But yeah, but it's hard to tell if you're a boy or girl. But I might have to say it might be just be a girl. What do you think, though, game guy? Do you think they would have a problem or a peaceful marriage, or what do you think, boy or girl?
Yeah, they'd probably have a fine marriage. As for their kid, I don't know. Maybe both.
Hmm, true. Or maybe two of each. Two girls and two boys. Oh boy, that would be a problem. All of them unicorn. Though the question is, if Starlight and Drake and Twilight would have a baby together, well, knowing that Cadence, she was turned into Alicorn at one point, and Channing Armor is born as a unicorn, and Twilight, well, she was born as a unicorn but turned into Alicorn. So the question is, would their own kid also be an alicorn like Fury Heart, or would be a unicorn, or perhaps even a Pegasus? Who knows? But there's strong indication that could have been alicorn. I mean, if that happens for her brother, then why not for her? Think about it. It's possible. It's possible. Let's see how many points. Wow. Malachi has 36 points and you have 14. That's well then, and also that he had advantage because he had seen the show, so that means he probably knows more that. If it was the backrooms, you probably would have the advantage of that one. So how's the things over there? Peaceful.
Yeah, for the most part.
You did mention once that your mom was gonna adopt your cousins as sisters. Um,
Yeah,
has that been?
that's been figured out for a while now. They're official, but people are weird calling them sisters. Honestly, I'm not used to it yet.
You may never be, but weren't more. There were just two of them, right?
Yeah,
One was about older than you. One was just close to your age, wasn't it?
actually, they're both older than me. They're close to the Roy's age.
Huh. All right. Um. I mean, they live in the same house as well.
Yep.
Oh boy, that'd be a little bit different. That might be awkward. In like, you know, if you literally walk in on them or something.
Not really.
Nah, I know. I mean, if that would happen, like pretty awkward. Woo-hoo. uh, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, girls might be simple like get out of here, you peeker, or something like that. Wonder Mr. Malakan will return, maybe next century or so. Hmm. So, any plans for the rest of the weekend?
Not really.
Same. Probably just been watching some TV, be on a computer. I don't even know what else to do. You know, life is great. Sometimes it's just complete nightmare. Well, depending on what it is. Well, now that story's finished, and well, that depends what's going to be next. Oh, I have a lot of stories I've been taking care of. One is about Tails and Rainbow Dash. But yeah, this is just great.
Yep.
So,
And we've been streaming for 3 hours and 21 minutes. And that's
yep.
something.
Mm,
Let's just get these questions done as fast as we can, as much as we can. Yeah, I'm in a rush.
well, we can always skip here and just stop here and then.
Hmm. I don't think Malachi wants that.
After bringing me any good stuff.
Continue. I still have time.
Just say the next question.
Well, it's Malaka's turn, though.
I didn't hear anything.
Hmm?
I didn't hear anything because I wasn't here.
No, I mean, we hadn't even done a question yet.
Okay.
Shall I continue?
This isn't.
For
Yes.
now, for now, until we take another big break, and then I come back later.
Hmm, probably you go to. I'll probably just go to the question 100 and then stop. Anyways, trick question 95. Jessica's friend Ellen Lombard's husband was accused of the murder of Jane Dawson. Yes or no?
This is
Yes.
here, so.
Yep, she did. It is. It's correct. 96. Jessica's friend Ellen Lombard had a profession. What kind of profession does she have? A. CEO, B. Singer, C. Actress, or D. Chef?
D, final.
Hmm?
D.
C.
D.
D.
Yes.
Wrong, exactly C. Actress.
Oh, okay.
Number 97. In the episode Unauthorized Obituary, that's a word I can't even pronounce well enough, turned out that Jane Dawson's assistant was related to her. And how was she related to the late writer? A. Cousin. B. Sister. C. Granddaughter. Or D.
Are you getting your
Daughter.
card, dude?
I'll say granddaughter.
Wrong, exactly D. Daughter. Trick question number 98. In the episode Unauthorized Obituary, the police lieutenant Henry Gerard thought that the description of the suspect that he believed Alan Lombard's husband Arthur was a murderer. Yes or no?
No.
Wrong, exactly yes. 1999. In the episode Unauthorized Obituary, uh, the police lieutenant Henry Gerard had asked Jessica with a favor. What kind of favor was it? A. Not to get involved with the case. B. To read his unpublished novel. C. To help him to get the real suspect. Or D. Given a copy of her newest book.
C.
No, exactly B. To read his unpublished novel.
Um,
He was like himself,
and
like herself.
sure, we can stop at 100 questions. That's good enough for this
All
quiz.
right. Number 100. Sheriff Mort Mesker has a younger brother who's a former criminal. And what is his younger brother's name? A. Adam. B. Carl. C. Wayne. Or D. Jason.
All right, guys, this is your last chance. And then I dropped it because of course I did. Give me the best number you'll ever give me in your life.
And I was surprised that it's number one.
Guess what? It's
It
a
was
one.
one. And
A final.
And
it
wrong
was
answer.
exactly C, Wayne.
Damn.
I instantly knew that.
Well,
Well,
you win. Like you won so much that you super won.
37 against 14.
That wasn't even close.
Okay.
You
See,
destroyed me.
see, see you knuckleheads soon.
Oh,
Oh, I expected him to at least choose a thing. You can ask him later, I guess.
mm, maybe tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if your father further harms a handful when she's a baby, what about Twilight and Starlight had to get married and then Starlight get pregnant and have four babies and all of them turn to be alicorns? Ooh, yeah,
Wait,
that.
hold on. Would they even be alicorns?
I
Because
mean,
Twilight wasn't born as an alicorn. Does it work that way?
Flurry Heart. Cadence was turned to alicorn. Kate and Shining Armor is a unicorn, and their daughter turned out to be a natural born alicorn.
Yeah, but if it's Twilight's baby,
Well, it would have been the same
would it
thing.
work that way? I don't even know if it would.
It might be work my same way, considering that if Cadence was turned into an alicorn, Twilight turned into alicorn, and her and that her parent was something else.
It's not really
So they,
anything you'd think about. I don't
yeah, it might be possible that
know.
might. I mean, it is possible they all four could be alicorns, or maybe two could be alicorns, two could be unicorns, or maybe just one of them might alicorn, the rest of the unicorns, or all of them are unicorns, or maybe three unicorns, one alicorn, or three alicorns and one unicorn. It's, you never know. In fact, I heard some different many stories about that. Like Twilight, um, it was some reason she did get pregnant by the human shining armor in human world, and when she went back, she already knew that her baby was gonna be an alicorn daughter, and but eventually she lost the baby. That's just that was been a bit weird. But as Celestia Luna once said, that Equestria has never seen of a natural born alicorn before, and it makes sense because both Celestia and Luna weren't born in an Equestria. They were born in different. They were born in Skyros, which is a land of the alicorns. And since they
Hmm.
were born not there, and since both Cadence and Twilight was turned into alicorns, makes sense. And well, and since both Celestia and Luna were born natural alicorns, but not in Equestria, but in Skyros, it makes sense because that statement makes perfect sense in that. As we all know, G5 is still continuing from G4. So, yeah, yeah, I probably should end here.
All right.
Had already been 3.5 hours. Wow. Well, I wonder what's gonna be the next topic for next quiz though, but since he left before I could even ask him, well, I can ask him later.
Yeah, like I
Well,
said, that's what I said earlier. But whatever.
yeah, I don't think he's coming back at all, so but yeah, well, I will end the stream here, and well, this is just gonna be fun. And then it's been an interesting stream. Do you think Starlight and Twilight would be in a good True Love video? Yes. In fact, I have been asked of doing it as a story before, and I haven't even gone as so far as been doing it yet. but I will eventually doing it since, well, I ain't even thought about it. You know, so many stories have been asked for the past. Oh, this will be the ninth year. Oh boy, next year it will be 10 years I've been doing my love stories. That's a long time. Excuse me. Even though this will be 10 years next year, and I've been doing my streams and my channel since, boy, what can it be? Huh, 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't start publishing videos to my channel until 2009. I mean, I wasn't originally not planning to do that, but I just made one test video to see how it worked. And around the time of 2015, when I started doing my stories, I had only 50 subscribers, but now it's, I think, what was it, 8,570 plus. So there's nearly 8,600. Wow, time flies. Yeah, and I also, the next Q&A video I was gonna do, but they won't be for a while. Not until I reach 9,000 subscribers. Well, that will take a while. Maybe in the by the time of summer, maybe by the end of the year. Though I might be doing a special Q&A during for the summer. Well, if I mean big if Fine Art is coming over. Other than that, I might not just do it, but wait till 9,000. But well, I will let you guys know when that happens if she comes over or not. She tried last year or that year before, but all I can say is her passport, her and her mom's passport did was finished last year, but they end up in complete different state. Complete opposite where they live. Not in Michigan, but they end up in Virginia. Weird. Post service. Isn't it great? Sometimes you can wait
Hmm.
for a past mail for months. In fact, one time I was supposed to be getting a mail, a package for her, from the Valentine's Day, but she did send it a little bit. She didn't send it a little bit later than usual that year. That it was supposed to be an arrival in my country in early June that year, which it did. But the thing is, it was last reported to on the tracking side, since you can track the track numbers. Last update was in late May. It um, didn't do a update until like, well, until August. But it did arrive in Sweden around early June and up in storage. And I didn't get it until like early to almost mid August. So nearly 6 months later, what time it took? Do you take store request birthdays? Yep, I do. I've done it before. Well, that depends on you know, depend on which when the day birthday is. It's just that I know that Malak had asked for his, which is in which is what was it gonna be? What was it? I think sometimes in April. So at least I have time for that one. So I mean I do take birthday requests for stores, but I just don't know how many. Well, that depends on which store it is. And of course, it depends on when the birthday is. And if it's like, oh yeah, by the way, my birthday is actually today. Wait, whoa. And the person asks, can you do the story maybe 1 hour and publish it today? I'd be like, you really should have told me maybe just 1 week or maybe 2 weeks earlier. But so far, that hasn't even happened yet. Yet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if Robert has any store requests for his birthday or something like that, well, I don't see any wrong. No wrong, no problem with that. Done it before, couple of people, but if he wants to do his stories for, well, August 9, um, you know, I will do this. I will screenshot that, so I will keep it from memory. Sometimes comments don't, usually don't, sometimes it happens they don't remain afterwards, since the for some reason they only save for the best comments. I don't know why that happens, but there's nothing I can do about it. But it's audio. Ooh, well, you know, if there's more, I know for definitely for that one, there are multiple pictures in that story. It's so normally I do it with text and music, and I will also try to make more stories with text and music and less audio this year and onwards. Well, for sometimes it can be depending on what it is, and that depends if I'm lazy enough to want to make any text and music. Sometimes I can be lazy as that. Like, screw this audio. But Starlight and Twilight a love story for your birthday? Well, I can say this. Definitely gonna happen. It will. But August is until like months away, so I am not gonna make this story yet. Not until August. Or maybe uh give me a second here. Oh, that's May. Oh, that's September. Uh, I might do the story maybe it's late July, so I have it prepared, already finished, so I can upload it on the birthday. But yeah, and for you know, when I will mention this, if I got this, oh boy, I will tell you, she will definitely find a lot of kids. Sometimes she can find from between oh 3 to almost 9. So that's yay. Well, but Starlight and Twilight is a love story for as his birthday gift. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, I've seen plenty of stories of made of those before. So probably. And I'm really surprised that Easter is an end of Mars or March, way early this year. And I can say this: Friday 13 is twice this year, September and December, not before then. So that's just like, whew, that's the relief. That's a big relief from that. Well, I should probably end here and probably doing some new work on the stores and watch on YouTube
All
and
right.
on Discord. Well, uh, Robert, if you want to join in the next stream, well, that will be till 19 next week. I also, if it happens, I don't stream. It could that means that I just don't feel for it, or I could have ran out of 3 hours or a free plan, which is only lasts 20 hours. You know, I'm actually um, I'm actually among 5% people that using StreamYard that's streaming way past 20-hour marks. You can still stream even past 20-hour mark. Like say if you're streaming for 21, 22, or even as 24 hours. Last time was the before it reset was 22 hours and not 20. I was the first time I did that. I was wondering, would the stream just simply end itself when it passed 20-hour mark? But it turned out that doesn't even do that. So that was just well, quite a big relief. I mean, what if we were doing in the middle of a Gameshow stream and suddenly, what the? Did the stream just end? I didn't do that. It's great. Well, I should probably end here. So this has been a lot of fun. Well, this is Switch Diablo signing off. Bye.
Goodbye.